Hello, sorry. Hello. Well,
Hello,
my thing.
everybody. How's it going?
We're good. Hello, welcome.
We're good. Are we sure?
Yes.
We're absolutely positive.
Absolutely positive. Hello.
All right, all right. Hi, everybody. Hello, Enthuse. Hello, Flair. Hello, Mason. Hello, Canadian Lucifer. Welcome,
Shame has been avoided.
Happy Tuesday.
Hello, Enthuse and Flair and Mason and Canadian Lucifer. Canadian Lucifer, you always just put such, like, tempting freaking options on your VGen, my lord.
Ooh, it's too good. I saw Mason. It came out very cute. I like the color palette. Reminds me of those 50s diners. Why was that a tongue twister?
I think that was certainly the goal.
I do.
Oh, we didn't.
So.
We're not looking at the art. There we go.
Oh no!
We're looking at the art now.
There we go. Much better.
Oh, I'm gonna plug a lot of things because shit is happening, man. Who knows?
Let's do it.
If you use Reddit, I guess we have a Folding Planets Reddit. I post some stuff there. Today I found a subreddit called Wholesome Yowie, for which I can cross-post the smooches to.
Yay! Hey, we could work with that. Howdy, Bass.
My short judge drawings are peak. Yeah, thank you. I will say
I love the judge panicking in Clavier's arms.
2026
that one came out so good.
Is the year of the quick doodle. I'm gonna say it out here. I want to do more art, and hello, Bass. I want to do more art. Then like try to be like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do it like really nice and neat or whatever. Because also, to be honest, I've gotten to a point where I'm halfway decent in a pinch.
Ori, I gotta say, if this is what you're calling doodles,
yes.
Okay.
One was 2 hours.
There's a level of detail there where I'm like, okay,
was
we're
an
out
hour
of
and a half.
territory.
I think that's how that went.
But it's still lovely.
Hold on. There's more, actually. There's more art.
That sounds delicious, Bass.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, I did not put enough honey in that.
That was weird. Did not like that. You did not put enough honey, you said?
I didn't put enough honey in my tea.
My one monitor just like shat itself,
now
but
I'm sad.
it wiped. It recovered. Okay.
Oh, please do, Bass. Sounds delicious. Let me live vicariously through the
yes.
pictures.
Here we go. All right. Now all the doodles are here. Lovely. Today we had kebabs.
Ooh, delish. Did you have a nice drink to go with it?
We've actually been our drink recently has been using your glasses you got us.
Oh, wait, I got you glasses?
Yeah, a while ago for like our engagement. The like champagne flutes.
Oh, those. Oh, okay. I'm glad you reminded me of them because I'm sitting here like, what should I get Dylan and Ori for their wedding? I'm gonna get glasses.
Well, if you
want
to get,
like, wait, I've already done that.
If you want to get other glasses, I could pick a different mocktail glass and you could get us those.
I mean, if you have something specific in mind, I've definitely been eyeing a few that I think are your guys' taste.
Oh yeah, I gotta look at the shapes we need. Because right now we only have highball, lowball, and champagne flutes, so...
Well, you have the highball, because I was with you when you bought those.
And then Dylan got lowball, because we ended up on one that was a lowball old-fashioned glass.
Nice, nice.
And of course we have the champagne flutes. So, I don't know, I think one's like a martini or a margarita, probably...
I can work with that.
Wine glasses. I'll look at them and I'll tell you the options, and you'll have many to choose from because we don't have that many different kinds of glasses.
Lovely. Well, again, I'm glad you said something.
Bass, we had our cheese drawer, cold cut drawer. That's what I'm gonna call it. That specific drawer where you put the cheese in the cold cuts.
It is the cold cut drawer.
Yeah.
It's the deli drawer. It's
the deli drawer. There you go. The deli drawer. One of our slides of that snapped, and I duct taped it back together very elegantly, I will say. You don't have a drawer for that? There's 3 drawers in my fridge. You have the 2 bottom, like, crisper drawers, which are for vegetables.
That's where the veggies and the fruit goes.
I put cured meat in one of them, yeah. One is for vegetables. It's literally called the crisper. Like, if you look at the words on your fridge, like I'm serious, this is not like a me being insane thing. If you read
it's actually
the words
called the crisper
on your fridge, it's called the crisper.
Like, this
because
is what
it keeps
called.
Your vegetables crisp. That is the goal of the drawer. I swear to God.
The more you know, the more you know.
And then there's the cold cut deli drawer, which also says something on it. It says something on it as well.
Not.
It might
I'm
say
sure it
just
says
temperature
something I just
controlled
cannot
or
remember
something.
for the life of me. But I do know that's where the deli meats and the cheeses live.
Oh, I see, Canadian Lucifer. The deli drawer is usually the one that's, like, elevated. You know, like, it's not on the bottom of the fridge.
It's usually, like, at your chest level, whereas the crisper is somewhere on the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. And
Like,
it's
you have
usually
to
the
bend
deli
down
drawer
to
is,
get
like,
it.
shallower.
And it's usually the biggest. It's
Yeah, the
usually
crisper
biggest,
drawer is
the
big.
crisper, so you can fit
Is
lots
deep.
of fruits and veggies in there.
Yeah, there's 2 different ones, Bess. There's, like, 3 fridge drawers.
Mm-hmm. I think the new fridge my family got only has 2 now. So
Yeah.
I think they might be making crispers bigger to save on space.
It makes sense.
My old fridge did have the 3.
My main problem with my fridge's setup right now is that the door doesn't get full clearance, so the one crisper drawer is like a pain in the ass to access because you can't
just
really
gets stuck every
pull
now
it
and
all
then?
the way out. You really like can't
Ooh, that
easily
sucks.
pull it all the way out. So yeah,
So
it's
sad.
kind of a pain. But yeah, what I was saying, this is the year of the quick art because look at these doodles. See these doodles here? I
They're
did
so
these
good!
during our D&D session, our Pathfinder session.
Okay, these are doodles. These fit the definition of doodles.
Yeah. But the difference, Mars, these ones, so the heels and the bridal carry, were done with
Allie.
full
Glad you
focus.
could make it.
Hello, Allie. We're done with full focus. And yeah, I think the heels one took 2.5 hours, and the bridal carry one took 1.5 hours, I think.
The heels one did take about 2.5 hours because we
finished the
hung
game
out
and
a
then
little
I
bit
did
after
it.
stream for you to work on it.
Yeah, exactly. It was like 2 hours, 15 minutes. Technically less because I didn't start right away, so I think it was like 2 hours.
True.
And then, yeah, bridal carry took me like 1.5 hours. Yeah, exactly.
A crisper
exactly,
and a
Bess,
crisper.
Exactly. Well, you know what crisper is, right?
You asking me?
Yeah, you know what crisper, not the crisper drawer with an E, you know what crisper is, all caps.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. The way you said it, I was like, do you know what we're referencing here?
I am. I'm just trying to
Okay.
say it with all caps.
Thank you, Pastry.
Hello, Pastry.
But yeah, so that's my goal, is to do more just for fun doodles, like the clavier ones, right? Like ones where it's just let's go, let's do. Ah, there you go.
Careful, Mason. That's gonna be the next State's Attorney.
Oh
victim.
shit! Yeah. Oh god. Next day's attorney guy.
Careful.
But
Crisper.
let's move on over into the words of the days.
Yes. Well, you guys got the word crisper for free. Lucky.
This is none of
There's a
these at all.
serenade on Friday.
Yes, it's Turnabout Serenade. And that just gives me even more reasons
didn't know the
as
name.
to fucking why the Clavpalo fucking ship references this one. Does he sing? I guess we wouldn't hear him sing.
Please
Maybe we would hear
tell
him
me.
sing. So
Technically enthused, yes, but we didn't finish the epilogue of it.
Yeah, exactly. We won the court case. We did that after in the lobby section, but now we're going back to the office, and we didn't do that part yet. Or I'm sorry, whatever. We're gonna talk with somebody else.
We're gonna see Phoenix.
Yeah, and
I don't think that's a spoiler.
Yeah, pastry, exactly. So we have a little epilogue left, but we know we're in the home stretch. Like, again, we're done with the trials, we solved the mystery, all that sort of stuff. We just know we fucking talk forever. And it was 11
sorry
already.
We had to disappoint on Friday, but...
I know, it's just such as life.
Hey, we get to start strong on this Friday.
But alright. First word. Encapsulate.
I've used that word quite a bit.
Encapsulate.
Encapsulate literally means to enclose in, or as if in a capsule. But the word is more often used figuratively as a synonym of summarize. Interesting. To talk about showing or expressing a main idea or quality in a brief way. Okay, I can see where we got here. Can you encapsulate the speech in a single paragraph? I would not say it that way. But I would say this. The first song encapsulates the mood of the whole album. That I would say.
I always find it synonymous with encompasses.
Embodies. It embodies it.
That's another good one.
Embodies.
Embodies, encompasses.
That's crazy, Pastry. Hello. It's a programmer word?
Hi,
How is it a
hello.
programmer word? Hello, Galaxia.
Hello,
A coup?
Galaxia.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone's rolling in.
By attempt, I assume it was not successful. I hope you were not
demanding
overthrown.
more lettuce? Are they demanding extra treats? Are you secretly 4 guinea pigs stacked on top of each other right now?
Oh my god. Vaz, that'll be wild. Lucky's your little guy, you love him? Alright.
I thought Lucky was very fun.
He was fun.
liked
He was fun.
him.
I would not have called him my little guy. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want him.
He's not my little guy. He's
I kind of want to
little
send
guy.
him to school and say, bro, you need to learn some shit. You were homeschooled. I don't know what the fuck. You need to be not in a gang for a minute. All right,
No,
bruh.
He's a little guy,
He's
not
a little
my
guy.
little guy.
But I am solidly
difference.
under the belief that just like Pokemon, every Ace Attorney character is somebody's favorite. And I will say, yes, even Hottie, because there are some deranged people out there. And I don't mean necessarily that they like them aesthetically, but that they think he's actually funny in some way. There's one person out there.
People might think he's actually funny. I could see a writer out there trying to be like, but what if we gave him some depth? Like, here's a fix-it hottie fic, and I'm sure it exists.
Yeah.
Wacky X Collab. Oh,
What?
damn. Oh,
What? What? They barely interacted. Oh, that's hilarious.
That
No, I know, Pastry
is a
Puff.
hell
I'm
of a
gonna be
pair.
honest. As a character, to me, he was just a side character. You know. It seems like the fandom latched on though, from what I'm hearing.
He was a side character, but he was very fun. I would put him next to Ron Delight in terms of enjoyment.
Really.
A lot of that could just be Dylan's performance as well.
Dylan didn't do so much with him as I would say, like, Von Karma. Dylan made Von Karma for me, though. Right? I would say if I put him at, like, a tier... Yeah, it's fine. But I don't know. I'm not, like, enamored in any special way. I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, a good tier level for this kind of character. I personally am not Galaxia, but any reason is a reason. Yes, Rondalite is the twink. That's why I don't know where the middle is.
Your knowledge.
I'm trying to think of like
tricky.
a mid range. Like I don't know. I feel like D Vasquez level where it's like I remember you, but I'm not like
I'm not fawning over you.
Yeah, I'm not like okay, you know, like you existed. I had an enjoyable time. Your thing was funny, you know.
Acro
your
might
bit was
be
funny.
A little bit above D Vasquez.
I've been there with Acro level though, you know, where it's like you did your thing. That was it. I will probably not think about you again. You know? But all right. Did you know? about encapsulate. We'll keep it brief by encapsulating the history of this word in just a few sentences. Encapsulate and its related noun, capsule, comes to English via French from capsula, a diminutive form of the Latin noun capsa, meaning box. Capsa also gave English the word case, as it refers to a container or box. Not to be confused with the case in just in case, which is a separate case. Wild. The earliest examples of encapsulate are for its literal use, to enclose something in a capsule, and they date back to the late 19th century. Its extended meaning, to give a summary or synopsis of something, plays on the notion of a capsule being something compact, self-contained, and often easily digestible. Next word of the day. I feel like I heard this recently as well. We do. That's why I gotta speed through a little bit. Gotta keep moving. Yeah, I'm waiting for just in case, to be honest. All right, here's the next one. Laconic.
Laconic.
I do think I recently heard this, but I don't know where. Laconic describes someone or something communicating with few words. Laconic can be more narrowly mean concise to the point of something seeming rude or mysterious. That's what that word is, Galaxia. The stand-up comedian is known for his...
Aster is a laconic character?
Yeah, I would actually say 100%. Aster is laconic. He speaks laconically.
He speaks laconically. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Betty. Bravo.
We'll keep it brief. Laconia was once an ancient province in southern Greece. Its capital city was Sparta, and the Spartans were famous for their terseness of speech. Laconic comes to us by way of the Latin word laconicus, Spartan, from the Greek word lakonikos. In current use, laconic means terse or concise to the point of seeming rude or mysterious, and thus recalls the Spartans' tight-lipped taciturnity, which is a wild way to, I didn't know I could edit that word that way. I didn't know I could make taciturn into an itty, but there we are.
I didn't know that either. That's really interesting.
Yeah. These are just the words of the day, Galaxia. We just go down. I don't know what causes Merriam-Webster to pick these, but here we are.
We are fighting back against AI brain rot by expanding our brains.
Yeah, sometimes you do get a great one like quiddity.
That is the purpose of this.
Quiddity was fat.
Oh, quiddity was perfection.
Sometimes you get a hilarious moment where you get syllogism, which we literally had just heard in Ace Attorney. So, it's
Syllogism
fun to have
great.
all of this.
What was a honeyfuggle?
Honeyfuggle? That was another. That was from Bamboozle.
Was top tier.
We got that was a what was quiddity?
Yes.
Quiddity is the thing that makes a thing what it is. Pastry puff. The essence.
Better word to say vibe.
The quintessence. What was the other one? It was all Q words, or it can also mean like a quirk. Right, but it's basically the vibe, right? So, the quintessence. There's two other words with that had Q's in it that I'm blanking on. But yeah, it's the vibe. It has I would say you could also do it, it has a certain je ne sais quoi, that's the quiddity to it. All right. This one, foray. Jesus, I know how to say it. I couldn't say it, though.
Oh,
foray.
I know,
Foray.
A foray is an initial and often hesitant attempt to do something in a new or different field, area of activity, as in the novelist's foray into non-fiction. In martial contexts, foray means a sudden or irregular evasion or attack for war or spoils. The professional wrestler's surprise foray into ballet was at first met with skepticism, but he eventually proved himself a dancer of grace and poise. For centuries, foray referred only to a sudden or irregular invasion or attack, but in the late 19th century, it began to enter into the gentler, semantic territory. While the newer sense of foray still involves a trek into foreign territory, the travel is figurative. When you make this kind of foray, you dabble in an area, occupation, or pastime that is new to you. Take the particularly apt example, stay tuned, of mushroom hunting. The likely ancestor of foray is an Anglo-French word referring to the violent sort who do invasion forays. But that word could also refer to a forager, that is, one who wanders in search of food. Forage has the same etymological source. Interestingly, foray has seen a resurgence of use connected to its foraging roots, as evidenced by the growing popularity of mycophile-led mushroom forays that have been lately popping up like toadstools. Have any of you been mushroom hunting? That's what I was waiting for it to go, Bass.
So.
I was waiting for it to be that, like his foray turned to be, you know, helpful in his wrestling or something. That is where I thought that sentence was going. All right, 2 more.
Alrighty.
Culminate.
Culminate.
To culminate is to reach the end or the final result of something. Culminate is usually used within or with. Their efforts have culminated in the discovery of a new treatment. When a star or other heavenly body culminates, it reaches its highest point above the horizon from the vantage point of an observer on the ground, also known as zenith. The English verb culminate was drawn, via medieval Latin, from the late Latin verb culminare, meaning to crown, specifically for its astronomical application. Its ultimate root is in the Latin noun culmen, meaning top. Today, the word's typical context is less lofty. It can mean to reach a climactic point, as in a long career culminating in a prestigious award, but it can also simply mean to reach the end of something, as in a sentence culminating in a period. Hehehe, top. Allie, did you see the thing I posted in the bar?
God, it was great.
I love opening my TikTok to that liked your thing. That favorited your video.
That was beautiful.
What a statement. All right.
Another good one, Fetty.
All right. This is an interesting one because I only usually hear it in a certain context. Umpteen. I usually hear umpteenth. Not
That's
umpteen.
what I usually hear as well. Like the umpteenth time.
Yeah, the umpteenth time.
So I wonder what happens when we take away the TH.
Umpteen is an informal adjective, meaning very many or indefinitely numerous. The artist has painted the same subject umpteen times, yet each piece has its own unique quality. There may not be a gazillion ways in English to refer to a large, indefinite number, but there are definitely more than a... Oh, new word.
Oh.
Soupçon.
Shall we go down the rabbit hole?
Than a soupçon. There are definitely more than a soupçon.
Soupçon.
Which means a little bit or a trace. All right, we're getting back to that one. Many of these, such as zillion, bazillion, gazillion, jillion, and bajillion, start with illion, as in million, and add a satisfying consonant or syllable in front for some extra oomph. The adjective umpteen does the same for teen, with the oomph provided by the ump in umpty. Umpty, an adjective meaning such and such, as in umpty% or umpty-4, arose, like umpteen, in the latter half of the 1800s. We only occasionally use umpty these days, but you're bound to hear or read umpteen and umpteenth, latest or last in an indefinitely numerous series, any number of times. Interesting. So umpteen is a lot of something, and umpteenth is, of course, the last of a lot of something. Umpty is an interesting one as well. Yeah, such and such, umpty%. So like, umpty% of something. Umpty% of whatever.
That's so interesting. I've never heard it in that context before this moment.
Yep.
Crazy.
Very interesting. But all right, bonus word.
Yeah, what the heck is soupçon?
Well, it's stupid and French, as you could probably tell by those pronunciations. Soupçon has the fucking weird C squiggle that I don't know what it's called. One of you does in there. I bet it's Bass. But it might be Canadian Lucifer or any other Canadians in chat. But
oh, that squiggle. I thought you were talking about another one.
Culinary enthusiasts, high enthuse, may think soupçon originated with a dash of garlic in the...
I said...
Oh, this is the one French food thing I never pronounced right. Coquavine. The coquavine. I know what it is,
I'm not
but
going
I don't
to
know what it is.
Pretend
I don't know how to
that
say it.
is.
I always pronounce it wrong. Hold on.
Coq au vin.
Coq au vin.
Need the internet's assistance.
Coq au vin.
Coq au vin. Coq au vin.
Oh, coq au vin?
Or a splash of vanilla in the creme anglaise, which is a word I know, but the but the etymology of the word.
Etymology?
Yeah, I'm sorry. The French fucked me.
Oh no.
But the etymology of the word has more to do with inklings and suspicions than with food. Sometime in the 18th century, English speakers borrowed soupçon from the French, who were using the word to mean drop, touch, or suspicion. The Old French form of the word was soupçon. I'll show you what I'm trying to say. Just
Please
for
do.
funsies, suffer with me. This is the older version, which in turn comes from the Latin forms suspection and suspectio. Jesus. Etymologists have further traced the word's Latin ancestry to the verb suspire, meaning to suspect. Suspire, as you may expect, is also the source of the English words suspect and suspicion. Alright then. Apparently, it means a little bit or a trace. A soupçon of suspicion. A word I will never fucking do. A sedilla. Is it a sedilla or a sedilla?
Sedilla? Is that what that squiggle is called?
Okay, it just depends on if the LL makes a Y or not.
I want to say sedilla.
I also want
hope.
to say
Please.
sedilla.
Please.
Sedilla sounds
My brain
wrong.
is telling me sedilla. No, it can't be sedilla. That feels like how our classmates would mispronounce it.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's Spanish origin or not, so who knows?
Could
Alrighty.
be. I don't know. Don't think it's a Y, given that it's more Spanish, not French. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Sedilla pronunciation. Look at that.
Sedilla.
Sedilla.
Even after we finish, we're
hate it. Hate it. It's sedilla. I hate it.
Oh,
I hate it.
I
hate
found,
it. Hate it. Hate it.
Yeah, I found the IEP.
Yeah, I hate it so much.
I found the IEP transcription.
ILLA in my brain is only Iya.
Now, from what I'm seeing, it does come from Spanish sedilla.
Really?
But that's not this one. That's what it's saying, at least on Wikipedia. Yeah. A cedilla
I
from
don't know.
Spanish cedilla. And I would assume if it's Spanish, it's gotta be cedilla.
Yeah.
Small seta, i.e. small
Sad
z,
DJ Dilla noises. Ugh.
is a hook or a tail added under letters to indicate that their pronunciation is modified.
All right. Well, we know that
Yeah, you could call them a
Vincent
whole
would
bunch
have
of
killed
things
me by
depending
now.
on what language you're speaking. But this is the IPA, you guys.
I hate Sedilla. Because that just reminds me of when people go tortilla. Wah, wah, wah.
Is it being stupid because
Yeah.
of that? Alright. Guys, just know in IPA there's supposed to be a slash.
Ooh.
But the word is nestled in between. It's nestled in between two slashes.
Ooh, get your
So
jubilant
this is
rain,
technically
guys. You can
inaccurate.
trade it for tokens on Paper
Ooh,
Demon.
want. Yes.
To
They have
slap,
been
slap.
so
Slap, slap,
generous with the gifts this month. Okay,
Really?
I got my Jupiter.
I don't know.
Rain.
Seems pretty
Woohoo.
same to me. Not in a bad way. I get it every day.
I don't know. This is the first month in a while that I have gotten Heavenly Rice, Narwhal Sushi, a battle token. You know, they're piling it on. It's very
No,
nice.
Bess, and I never ever want to. I would die. I would self-implode.
Oh no! Don't do
I'm
that,
sorry.
Ori.
I will say, if Sedilla is the way that it's meant from the original, then it's just me being sad. But if the word is meant to be pronounced a certain way and you don't, like, there's a level of like, oh, it's, you know, what's the word? Like a dialect or an accent, you know, like regional pronunciations. And then there's a point when it's like, no, you're just fucking, you know, like, no, you're just like, it's tortilla. Like you make the Y noise, British folks.
It's not
you know?
tortilla, goddammit.
This makes it uncultured.
Please.
Like there's a point where it's like, no,
Stop
you're just
hurting me.
uncultured. You know? Uh-oh.
They also had a Japan week. Oh god.
Because there's
Oh,
also
no.
a different and I need to make this clear. There's also a difference between like wrong inflection and wrong pronunciation when you have the letters in your language, right? Like I totally
Yes,
understand.
There is nuance.
Like there's a lot of times
Like-
in a lot of languages that have very subtle things that me as a born and raised English speaker of American English literally can't hear, apparently. Like I've watched those videos of those people and they're like, my name is blah, and then everybody says blah, and I'm sitting here like, I can't tell the difference. Like, I'm sorry. Can you explain the difference? Like, I'd love to know. You know, they're like, everybody says blah, not blah. It's blah. And I'm like, all of those words are the same. Like, I feel really bad that I'm thinking all of those words are the same. But you have yet to say anything about how all of those words are not the same. That's a different thing. Yeah, tonal too, because that's a very specific thing, and English is not tonal.
English is not a tonal language.
But
not at
you
all.
make the y noise in English, so you can say tortilla, right? Same with like if you said jalapeno. Fuck that. Hate it.
Yeah.
You have a nya. You can make a
We have
nya
an
noise, and you
use
can
it.
make a noise. Okay, it doesn't need. I did that even stronger than it has to be. You can make a noise, and you can make a nya noise. Okay, all of those noises are noises you make in the English language. So like,
Use them. They are
use
your
them.
friend.
But then, but if you don't roll your R for perro or something, like, okay, I get it. You
It's
know,
alright.
but that is something you have to learn, right? Like that, like the French with
Yeah,
the,
that's,
well,
well,
you know,
that's
the,
just not something you
whatever.
grow up doing most of the time.
Yeah. Like, I get that. That is a separate deal. You're jolly pedo. Fuck it. No.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's my rant, okay? That's my rant about that sort of shit. And obviously there's ignorance, but come on. Spanish, like, and specifically Hispanic, like, food is so renowned. You know, like, at this point, if you don't know that it's supposed to be tortilla, like, what the fuck are you doing?
No, I don't think people have an excuse to not know, especially when they've had
like if it's an obscure food,
that's the big,
sure.
If you have had exposure to it, especially repeated exposure, I'm sorry, you should know.
Mm-hmm.
You should know.
Ugh.
Especially if you are in high school Spanish and you've been taking it since 7th grade. You should know. You should know.
Give up straight impossible challenges? Oh, jeez, Bess. That's...
Oh, wow.
I thought you were telling me I'd hate it solely on the fact that they kept saying tortilla or so, and jalapeno, and I can't even do it. Jalapeno.
Okay.
Oh, you know what's great?
Bass, what is an example of an impossible challenge in this case?
Oh, wait. I have a really funny thing to say that I always think is funny.
I haven't watched these.
So, you know how it's jalapeno, right? With the enye, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say habanero, but there's no enye.
I've definitely heard that one.
There's no enye on habanero.
So now we've overcorrected.
Yeah,
We've
no,
gone
people
in the other
fucking, they're like,
direction.
oh, jalapeno, the fucking Mexican pepper. Whoa, it's also this other Mexican pepper. It also has the same ENO. They must be the same. And it's like, no, learn shit.
So, Willow, when Ori and I entered 7th grade in our district, we got to choose which language.
You get a bunch of
we
languages,
wanted
actually.
To learn. They offered a bunch. They offered Spanish, Italian, French.
Those are the main ones, and then German.
Those were the main.
Is the like special one. So everywhere always offers Spanish, French, Italian. You always have those options.
Interesting. When we got to high school, I think they added sign language.
They did have a sign language class. I think you could also learn Russian.
There was a sign language class.
You could also do Russian, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it was Russian. That was the other one they added too.
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple of friends who took Russian.
So in 7th grade, you have to take a second language, and you get to pick.
It is mandatory.
It's mandatory.
But at least you get to choose.
German is the one where it's like if not enough students sign up, they won't do it, and you go into your second one. So the vast majority of people do Spanish, Italian, or French. And again, if you get enough people that are like, I want to do German, you can get German in 7th grade. So 7th grade and 8th grade. And then you're in that. And then you move to high school. And then I think you still have to take a language in 9th grade. But when you hit 10th grade, you are no longer required to take a language. And you get access to all these extra ones. So you can actually take more than one if you want to be crazy like that. So, like, you get elective classes. And so if you want to take as an elective technically a third language, but a second language class, you can do that.
You could do that.
And you get, like I said, you get access to slightly more quote-unquote niche ones. Like, there's definitely German, there's definitely Russian, and like Mars said, there was sign language. I think there's also Latin, if I remember correctly. I think there was also Latin
was offered
as an option as well.
Grades, as an extracurricular.
So you could either switch over, or you could do multiple. I knew one guy, he was in 3 total. He did all the main 3. He did Spanish, Italian, and French in high school, because that was like the thing that he wanted. You only got a choice between French and Chinese. That's why I know why the French Willow, but like I know Chinese is up and coming. I do wish that was an option. Like that could have been cool, but
it's
yeah, it's
when
crazy.
You get to college that the whole spectrum.
Basically, you can take any language you want.
It was great.
Yeah.
In college, I continued with Spanish for one more semester because the teacher was honestly awful.
Oof.
As a teacher, as a person, she was lovely.
Mm-hmm.
She was fantastic as a person, but as a teacher, not even the kids who spoke Spanish and took the class for an easy A knew what she was saying.
Oof.
Which was
taking pig Latin?
I didn't
that
know
you just gotta learn on your own, Bass.
was possible.
I keep trying to get
I also
Dylan
took
to learn by
Japanese.
osmosis.
throughout my entire college career, and then I also took sign language because it was required for my major.
Well, that's cool. Now the
That
question
was
is,
interesting. What wasn't great about sign language
Yeah.
is we were learning from a textbook from the 70s.
Ah.
It was a very outdated textbook.
And I'm assuming...
And that's kind of the problem in general.
And I'm assuming you had a hearing professor?
There were a couple hearing professors, but no, my professor actually was
Oh, that's
part
great.
of the deaf community.
That's great.
She was deaf. She commuted to us solely in sign
No, that's
language.
fantastic.
I think I remember the first
That's the way
couple
you gotta
classes,
learn.
She did use a text-to-speech translator, and then she was like, all right, after the second class, this is going bye-bye. You guys are going to have to figure it out.
I did not
And
sit
honestly,
down
it
and
made
watch
that
the
class very
No.
engaging, very fun.
That's the way you gotta do it. I learned more
No, you gotta
Italian
be immersed.
in the 1
You gotta be
year
immersed.
of Italian I took in college than I did in my 5 years of Spanish. And I technically
Oh,
took more
seriously.
Spanish than that because
They do it better.
I'm sorry, 6 years of Spanish. No, it's because in high school and middle school, they sit you down and they go, oh, after this certain point, I, the teacher, am going to stop speaking English. I will only speak the language of the class. And then they never actually go through with that, okay? They never actually go through with that, even in the advanced courses. Like, that's what I'm upset about. When you're in the mandatory courses, sure,
Oh, yeah, no, they
whatever.
never commit.
But, like, I took IB Spanish for 2 years. She should have spoken solely in Spanish, okay? Great teachers, had a great time, but she should have spoken solely in Spanish. Like, I'm not gonna lie. In my Italian class, 2 weeks she spoke English. We had 2 classes a week. For the first 2 weeks, she spoke any English. And then for the rest of the time, she spoke only Italian. And then when I
All
did
Italian.
Italian 2, right, because Italian 1 was the first semester. When I did Italian 2, there was no English at all. And she would not acknowledge your existence if you asked in English. She would rather you fuck up and, like, flail around in Italian.
They'd really rather you try and make the effort.
Yeah. But then also, really cool, she was really good at, like, telling you about all these, like, Italian, I really think the college experience is really cool for learning languages because at least the college that I went to had a lot of, like, X-language cultural, like, events. Like, I did Italian folk dancing. I did, like, you know, there was, like, Italian tables where, again, you go to a class, like, a space that is set up with only other people who are in Italian, and you only speak Italian, and they serve various Italian foods and stuff like that. You know, okay, this is really cool to me. When you were in grade school, a lot of it was about history. And I'm not, like a lot of it was about, like, blank history. So we learned a lot of, like, Latin America and Spain, Spanish history. And I'm not against that, right? That's not the point I'm trying to make here. The point I'm trying to make is that we learned very little modern stuff. When I took Italian in college, not only did we have moments where we learned history, but we had a lot of moments of, like, here is a right now happening famous Italian pop song. Like this is top of the charts in Italy right now. You know, like these are living dudes singing, like, Italian, like, these really good, like, operatic Italian, like, 3 dudes, these 3 Italian guys, you know, whatever. And it's like, that's the shit that I want to know, you know? That's the shit I want to know. Versus, like...
I feel like we all do.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I can't exactly remember, Bess. It is... I'm not gonna do the math amount of time ago. I'm not gonna think about it. Gonna be honest. But, yeah. Mars, would you like stuff to work on, or no?
I'd like stuff to work on, sure.
Okay, I can give you some stuff to work on. It's not a lot of panels, but I could give you a few to work on.
Oh, there we go. I got about 4 paragraphs for the next chapter of my fan fiction written, so I'm up for pivoting.
That was not main skin?
I'm up for pivoting. That break last week was so nice. I feel like all my creative juices came back. It was lovely. not for wanting to work. What?
What?
I don't understand how this game works.
My salary!
My salary!
Speaking of, hold on. Part 2.
Yes, did somebody say Ace Attorney Abridged?
Yes, I've started work on the Ace Attorney Abridged, and
Woo!
I am 85% done with 25% of it.
Nice! That is pretty damn cool.
Yes, yes. This one.
Ah. But why not, Flair? They could help you organize it with you.
Help is
They'll
a
sort it
strong
into-
word.
They'll sort it into 2 piles. The pile that's good for playing with,
And the pile that's
and the
not.
scraps that they chew on.
Oh. And the ones they don't care about.
Well, depending on how your cat enjoys the yarn. I've had many a cat throughout my lifetime. Some of them like to chase, others just wanted to gnaw on it. And if I tried to engage them in a game of chase, they didn't care. They were just like, please drop it by my paws and I will chew happily as though I am a dog with a bone. I'm like, okay, you're a cat, I guess.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh
It's
no.
great when they do Willow, and like take advantage of it. Seriously.
Yeah, colleges do insane amounts of languages.
So Bass, my other cats, my very first cat, my very first little kitty, we found her as a kitten. She loved to play chase. Originally, I had named her Emily because when I was younger, I was kind of obsessed with Clifford the Big Red Dog, and I really liked Emily Elizabeth, so everything was named Emily. My stuffed animals, ladybugs in the garden, dolls, anything and everything was named Emily. And then one day, this was after we brought Scurry into the house, so she had settled, she was getting used to us, and she loved to chase. She loved when I ran from room to room, and she would just trot right behind me. But I remember one day I was running, she runs right up to me, jumps up, tags me on the leg, and then runs right past. And I'm like, you just scurried away! I'm like, ooh, Scurry, that's a good name. Mom, I'm changing the cat's name! And they were like, okay, what did you pick? And I'm like, Scurry, it's so cute and it fits her perfectly. And they're like, you know what? That is a good name. Okay, you win. You win, baby Mars.
Parent internally, thank God it's not Emily. Oh my God, I was confusing
honestly,
everything.
My mom was probably so relieved at that. Because I also had fish growing up. And the very first fish I had, I named it Emily, because it was right around that phase in my life. The other fish were spared. They were named Sammy and Amanda. And then I later got another fish. Her name was Abby. Wow, I really like the Y ending names. Scurry, Emily, Sammy, Abby.
Y ending are good. All my dogs were that.
It feels very pet appropriate, you know?
Yeah. It's that and
And then my other cat, Bass, my mom actually got dibs on
and
that one.
are
That
good
was
pet ending names.
Simba, the sweetest and dumbest orange cat to ever exist. But oh my God, she was such a cuddle bug. My mom went with the name Simba because she was very big and her orange pattern was very striking. And my mom was kind of like, well, Simba could be a gender neutral name. Like, we don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet. Oh, girl, well, it's still Simba. We're not changing that. And it fit her very well. My god, the way that cat purred was so damn loud. It was literally like a motorboat was sitting on your lap. She purred so loud you could hear her in the other room, and you would just be like, Simba? Lion? Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. She was always my little lion. Although I was surprised when we adopted Misty, Misty's allowed purr as loud. Not as loud as Simba was. I don't think any
Simba
cat
was
will
only
ever
their
be as
second
loud
cat.
as Simba was. I know, but even still, it's like, I've never heard a cat purr that loud. Misty could get up there, like, she's loud. I think Scurry was just the exception to the rule. She had such soft, gentle purrs.
Domino was pretty quiet. You could feel it more than you could hear it.
That's how Scurry was.
Yeah,
right?
he loved
she was
being
the type
scritched
to
under the
lay
chin.
directly on your chest, so you felt every single purr.
Domino loved being
was so
scratched
cute.
on his like on his neck under his chin, and he would drool. You would get there and he would drool, drip little drool. But you had to, if you positioned your hand right, he was so fluffy that you could position your hand under the fluff enough that he would just drip little beads onto his fur.
Was he a long-haired cat?
Yeah, he was a long-haired cat. He was so fluffy.
No, unfortunately, Faye, you're never gonna get a straight answer.
Nice, Betty.
You might get a bye answer, but that's the most I could promise. It is, Bass. It really is. There is a reason why people say petting a cat, or really any pet, lowers your stress levels.
Well, the lowering
And
the
gosh,
stress level
Scurry
is like
was
a
so good at that.
universal reaction. The cats, to my understanding, the purring is actually like a special sound, like
Yeah.
scientifically.
I think if I'm remembering correctly, the purring is specifically something they developed alongside
heals.
humans when they were domesticated.
And I thought it was meowing. I'm pretty sure the cats still purr to themselves because they'll purr when they're like in pain.
Oh, maybe I am
because it's
confusing
better
the
at
two.
healing.
I might be confusing the two. I think you're
Versus
right.
meowing is specifically something the cats do
meowing
to
is
communicate with
specifically
people.
For humans, because most cats communicate non-verbally or use body language for that. So the meows are specifically for us.
That's what it's missing, Bass. There has to be a cat in the... I don't know why they didn't add an office cat, because they should have.
I think it's because Phoenix is a dog person.
No. Phoenix is the cat person. Edgeworth is the dog person. We know this. This is confirmed. This is how it goes.
He does
Yeah,
have a cat?
but it's not in the office.
It's gotta be there. What's the point if I can't see the cat?
Like Shoo.
I need to see the kitty.
Yeah,
hope
Wildcat's
Shoo was
purr, thank you.
rescued.
I mean, is Pess ever in the games? I don't think Pess is ever in the games. Yeah, give us Office Cat.
Please. And give us the option to pet or office cat.
Okay. Yes, exactly, Canadian Lucifer. Canadian Lucifer gets it. And also, Phoenix is
Lucifer's
not
on
Golden
it.
Retriever.
No.
Phoenix is
No,
Pomeranian. But like a standard Pomeranian. Okay? Not the toy things. We're talking like original standard Pomeranian. Okay?
Pomeranian 1.0, if you will.
Yeah, just like how like retro pugs, you know, and all that sort of thing. They were bigger. Dylan actually had a standard pom, and they're like beagle sized. Like they're a decent size, right? But it's gotta be a pom. I don't think Sheeb. I know
Agreed.
Sheeb is very classic. I know Missile's a Sheeb.
Well, she
a
was just
bird.
kind of like
Bass. Right now, I'm at
default
bird.
Japanese dog.
Yeah, sheep is the classic. But I think a Pomeranian is perfect for Dylan because, like, they're known to have a temper, but they're also, like, still a dog. You know? And that's Phoenix. Phoenix is snarky. Pomeranians are snarky. Pomeranians are the snarky dog.
Ooh, what pet would Clav have? I think Ori nailed it. I think it's a bird. It
Yeah.
matches the aesthetic. It matches the performance.
It matches
and
the
singing
aesthetic.
vibes.
He would be like the weird type of person you need to be a bird owner, right? Like you have to
Yeah.
be a certain type of person to be a bird owner.
Would get into the madness of owning a bird. If any of you guys have seen Jaden Animation's videos on raising her own birds,
Literally anybody that has a bird. Also, so many animators, Storytime animators have birds, and you can tell why.
They do.
A bass.
That's like, okay.
What do you mean bird owners are weird? They're a specific type of person you have to do in order to be a bird owner. Because they are wild animals to take care of.
Birds are demanding.
And male calicos still have to be not truly male calicos. That's how genetics work. They can be presenting male,
Yes,
but the way that their
that's
sex chromosomes work is they're like double, double. I think cats are like O and W or something. They have different...
Well, that I definitely
They have different
don't know
letters.
enough
Yeah,
about.
birds are little freaks. Birds are like... No, it's certainly like I don't know if he'd have a full big parrot. I see it being more like a parakeet level, like something small, like medium. Not like when you get big into like macaws, it's like they get massive. I'm thinking Clavier is like a little bird.
That was so sweet.
It could sit on his head, like a
I can see a little
cockatiel or
bird.
something, and
Yeah. It's gotta be a little bit flashy to match him.
oh yeah, but they do the dance, right? It's a bird that does a dance in some way.
Absolutely.
And yeah, and it either chirps or mimics along. Yeah, Kay would obviously have a crow.
Oh, Kay would 100% have a crow. It's funny. I was trying to pick a voice for
Wild pastry.
my D&D character, Pathfinder character, because we started our first session on Saturday. And I'm like, okay, I need a gremlin-esque voice. Who should I reference for this? And I'm like, Kay from Ace Attorney. That's the voice I need. And then, of course, some other inspirations in there, but lots of K. Lots of K. He is very gay bad.
No, it's
The
like
fact they leaned so hard into it, like, oh, Capcom, I'm so proud of you.
Right Worked walked so Clopalo could run. Like seriously.
It really did. It really did. Nah, they better get together by game 2. If they're running, they gotta do it faster than Phoenix and Edgeworth did, you know?
Yes.
Exactly.
No,
Bess,
it's insane. I
exactly.
still won't get over when I'm like, I need more gay, and Pastry Puff's like, they just met or whatever, and I was like, their first words were the gayest shit ever. That's fair. I love that interaction. That's staying in the redirect when that happens.
How not to talk to short, but Pastry, it worked. Apollo is smitten, or at least he's gay panicking at the worst. So clearly it worked. That is how you talk to short gay people.
No, Allie. It is gay from moment one.
It is.
Like this is like, don't say the line, but it is.
I almost want to say aggressively.
It is blatantly
Like they just
gay
hit us
from
and we were
moment
like,
one.
Oh, okay, love it.
5 is the gayest game. I mean, I'm fucking ready. It is called
gayer?
Dual Destinies, which is already an incredibly gay name. Not
That's
gonna
a very
lie.
gay title.
It's a really
Yeah.
gay. That's like a BL title. 5
It really
is somehow.
is.
I mean, I'm here. Maybe it'll make up for the 3D. That's all I'm saying. Maybe it'll make up for the 3D.
Maybe.
Maybe it'll make up for
Oh
the 3D.
god, I love the sprite work in the
I'm
new
just-
game.
They like cooked so hard.
They did, and I'm gonna be so sad to see it go.
And I'm like, why can't we keep cooking like this? Ugh. Yeah, it sounds kind of like a fanfic title. It really does.
Yes.
Mars would know.
Can confirm.
Mars would know.
Yes.
If anyone's what's the word? An expert on this.
That
Like
is
I'm
indeed a
gonna be
fanfic
honest.
title.
I'm gonna be completely honest. You know, we were told that we couldn't read any Club Hollow fics until we played Turnabout 3, and then learning that Turnabout 3 is fucking called Turnabout Serenade, I kind of went, whoop. Hold up.
I didn't know it was called Serenade. That caught me completely off guard.
I just learned today because I asked.
Oh, okay. Well, I just learned today too, just a couple hours after you.
Not even.
That was a different effect. Ooh, maybe I should break that out during the Ace Attorney nights. That was literally just me leaning closer to my mic and dropping my voice. That's like my Raven adjacent voice. It's what we want to see, Alex.
Yay!
I think we're being fed really, really well.
I feel it, Allie. I do feel it.
Nice, Allie.
I think 3 suffers from its K and Lang's introductions. Not in the sense of that it suffers from that, but the sense of that we're introducing a lot of new characters at once.
I wish we got to have Kay and Lang earlier in the timeline.
We really should have. Because I think that's
understand
really...
why, given the cases that came before, it would have been trickier.
And
but
there
I
are
think they
so
could have
many
worked
characters
around
in
it
3.
somehow. Lauren Pops as a character just isn't interesting.
We accept
She's got one
pastry.
shtick, and that's it.
Yeah, Kay
And
is a stowaway on the
then-
plane, or like Lang could be there because Interpol. Like, pick one. It doesn't matter. But like, introducing both the like main second characters in the game in the third
It took us
case,
so long to get our weird girl.
and then on top of that, that case, yeah, Kay really should have been in the second one. Like,
it
okay,
could have worked.
think about the first
It
game
could have
though.
worked. I know we would
Mia
have lost out on Tiano
and
as our
Gumshoe.
weird girl, but I don't think that's a massive loss.
Yeah, exactly, Allie. So many characters in Investigations 3. So many characters. I know, pastry. I know. We're moving at a good pace. Though I'm happy at the pace we're moving. I don't feel like
We're doing pretty good.
I don't feel like anything's dragging yet.
I don't want to jinx it, but we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, literally enthused. And Lang being the detective. It is insane. And I'm really pissed about it. I'm sincerely honest.
That was definitely a choice. That's a choice that kind of baffles me a little bit. Where it's like, we should have had them sooner. I'm sorry, we should have.
We did not need Old Bag. We did not need Meekins. Nobody needed Meekins.
Oh yeah,
Case
Meekins
2
does come back. I forgot about that.
Could have been case 1. I'm trying to remember. Like, Investigations 1 does do the weird timey-wimey shit, which is a little confusing. It's weird because it doesn't only have weird...
I'm remembering correctly, Emma did help out in the moments we saw her.
I can't recall. I'm fine with Emma. I don't think it needs to do the timeline shit. Emma did help. Yeah, she did
Larry,
something.
just go home permanently, please.
Yeah, we didn't need Meekins though. Yeah, those all the characters that are quote unquote fan favorites are characters we entirely hate. Like with Meekins, I don't know if I hate, but he's not like he's okay. He's fine.
Meekins, he's goofy. He's not egregious. He doesn't piss me off.
Yeah, I'm down for Emma. Emma's fine. She's a fun character. It's a fun way to bring her back after she's in, you know, like
Emma was good, and she
special extra
contributed.
Yeah,
to
Allie.
The
Old
mystery.
Bag, Larry, Lotta, and apparently now Meekins, fan favorites. We hate Larry. We hate because he was slanderized. We hate Lotta. She fucking
worse and
sucks.
Worse with every iteration.
Lotta never gets
Lotta
better.
Got worse and
She's
worse
just a
with
bitch.
every
Old
iteration.
Bag is fine, but she's long-winded. You know, it's just like a.
Old Bag is long-winded, and
It's
the
too much
shtick
Old
of
Bag.
Edgy poo gets old
Yeah.
after a while. It's entertaining at first, and then it's like, okay, shut up, I'm trying to solve a case.
I don't know, Mason. She's
They're
just a
both in
bad
adapting
friend.
Musicals. Oh boy.
Yeah, but Allie, I totally agree.
Lotta is a bad friend.
There was just
I mean,
too
just look
many
at her
characters
actions in the first series.
in the third case. So it was just a lot of people. You're just bombarded with a ton of people that you barely get to see any of them. I love the mechanics of the case. I love the last, like, little thief in the haunted mansion bit, but
Which I
agree.
I wish I could juxtapose this with a future case that I think did this correctly, because Ori, if you remember, in I2, there is a case that also introduces a lot of characters, but I think the mystery is stronger and connects more to the overarching story, that it's not as big a problem. I'll DM you the case I'm thinking of.
You hate the haunted mansion ending, Bass. I really liked it. I thought it was really, really fun. That's like the part I think about that case.
Are we talking about the haunted mansion?
Bass doesn't like the haunted mansion ending of case 1-3. Yes, pastry, 100%. I think one really, I think Investigation 1's really biggest downfall was how they really, like, fucked with the order of everything. And I'm gonna say I think the only reason they did that is because case 1 could not have been long enough to be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it feels like. How do you, quote unquote, drag out that case?
Yeah,
right?
because time-wise, they're also jumping around.
You have to have the first. Yeah, I
lot.
love the mirror bit, Allie, and the wall bit. I love all of that shit.
The mirror bit was very fun.
I loved that.
That was
I
really
felt like
well
that was
done.
really great. Yeah, the order does hurt the brain.
Yeah. I2 gets it right. I2 gets it right.
It really is just how do we do what happened in case 1 Enthuse any other way? Because, like, when you're tying something in together, the only time they have, like, 2 major villains so far is when you're doing, like, an old case. And then even sometimes it's the same villain. I guess I didn't even, like, think about it, Bass. I really didn't. What did they do with 3-4 Canadian Lucifer? I might be.
I think that's the flashback case, or did that come around?
Yeah, AA1 is a flashback case. So is AA3 I'm sorry, AAI 1-4 is a flashback case. So is AA 3-4. Beyond that, though, they're never... the first two, they're not flashbacks. I guess you could say 1-4 has... but it's not the same type of flashback case. I would say it doesn't start being a flashback case until 3-4. Yes, baby Fran.
Oh,
and Bratworth.
So
Bratworth's back, Allie.
Yes. Good luck with that case.
I 2-4, and again, no spoilers, was interesting just because it felt there was a long time before we could do anything. Like, I did not... the first half felt like I did not know what I was supposed to be thinking about because the way it's set up. But I didn't dislike it. It was still an interesting time. But it was very much for a long time, I'm like, we're moving through it, but I still don't know what I'm trying to solve here.
It's like, we're going. I don't know where.
Yeah, that was really...
we're going.
That was so funny that you guys didn't know that she was sleeveless. Bratworth's back. Back again.
You learn something new every day.
I'm always happy when some of y'all who, like, are very big knowers of things get to learn something from our playthrough. I feel very special that I'm like, ooh, I pointed something out.
We taught you something.
Like,
yay.
oh my god. That's always a nice thing. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you for still having gaps in your knowledge of things so I can teach y'all things.
Yes. It's very appreciated. You have no
I
idea.
see, Pastry. Don't take this from me, Pastry. How could you?
Oh, that's where you guys got stuck, Allie? Oh boy.
Allie. Allie. This is not a spoiler, but I will give you one, if you would like, one piece of advice about, Investigations 1-4. It's not a spoiler in any way. It's just like
It's just advice.
a thing you should do.
A little tip. A little tip to help you out.
But yeah, the handedness happened in 1-4. Okay, Allie, if you find that you're stuck, keep talking to people. That's it. That's my... if you're in an investigations portion of it, right? So not the testimony. I don't care about that. But if you're in an investigations portion of it, talk to people. And just keep talking to people. Okay? That's it. If you're stuck...
to literally everybody. That's the
talk
hint.
to people. That's your word of advice. Oh no, Flair! Just keep yapping. Yeah, just keep yapping, really.
Just keep yapping. What do we do?
People turning here only ever left-handed if they touch a gun. Yeah, because it has to be rare in Deuce.
Oh no, not the yarn flare!
Or if they write someone's name.
Yeah, that's another case where that pops up too.
Yeah, because he didn't touch a gun. He killed with a shove.
Yeah.
Larry's left-handed? Oh, shit.
I'm telling you, Allie, the secret is gonna be talking to everybody.
Yeah, no. I know, Allie. I know what you're saying about the other one. I'm saying that if you get stuck in an investigation, because I know where we got stuck, okay? In an investigation portion of Investigations 1-4, okay? So, if you find yourself stuck in the investigation portions of this case, just keep talking to him. How apropos! The music kicked in. That's great. That's hilarious.
The music kicked in.
Yeah. Bass, but it's not a gun. Of course, Allie. I'm curious how you feel about it.
I will be excited to see your thoughts and your reaction. We certainly had a time.
Interesting, Lucifer. Sadly, that's a bot thing.
We
I
were
can't
robbed of weird curl von
do
karma.
anything with. I will say
Von Karma would never.
there's
be a
definitely
weird girl.
what's
Never
the word?
allow himself to be.
There's definitely God. Why can't I think of the word? I can definitely see demand. I would say there's definitely demand, in my opinion, for a Clavier investigations game. Just one. I can totally see that. Because at least the way he's interacting with us now, I feel like the format could work very well. But I really would love to see like a Manfred von Karma investigations game of his like descent into forgery and shit. Like, I feel like that could be so good. Y'all showed me that one of you, I don't remember who, showed me that one artist that did like the younger version of a bunch of characters. And it's so good.
Oh yeah, that one was great.
They always do it with the prosecutors, though, Enthuse. Investigations is a prosecutor game. And then the main line is defense attorney game.
Yeah.
It'd just be
A
that.
Clav Investigations game would slap, though. I've only
I want a
met this
detective
man
game.
a couple
How would
times,
it? I'm
but
curious.
I need
Enthuse.
more of them.
If you've thought about this, I'm curious. How would
How would a
you
detective
make?
game differ from your average Ace Attorney?
Yeah, how would you make an
Or
Ace Attorney
investigation
detective game?
style?
Because a gumshoe and a bad one would be really interesting. And
It
then,
would, but how do
now
you
we're at
vary up the
Emma,
gameplay enough
right?
To be different?
so
Because Phoenix and
curious.
Edward, they basically acted as their own detectives.
yeah. Yeah, that was said, Pastry. That is the case, to my understanding.
Ah, my tea has betrayed me. Ouch.
I'm just curious, like I'm thinking, what about like a third spin-off section, right, that is the detectives? Like, I think that would be interesting. I'm just curious, how would we get the gameplay? Like, you know, what would the gameplay be? Oh my god, okay, I know what the gameplay is. Instead of any testimonies and shit, it's interrogations. Okay? That's that. So we're just trying to figure out who did it by interrogating them. So that's the theming of it, right? And we are trying to find the contradictions because we're trying to get the truth out of them, right? So that's that. That's how you can frame that. I don't know. I'd be curious. I think we need more Clav.
Like, in order to win, you have to make sure you're handing over the correct person to the attorney.
Well, that would be basically the vibe of it.
I'm trying to figure out how that
Life
works.
sim. That would be basically the vibe of it. But it would be much more, like, it would obviously be closer to the investigation games where you're never truly in court the way you are in Ace Attorney, right? But I'm trying to think. I think the goal would be to bring in a lot more point and click elements to it.
Definitely more point and click
See,
elements.
Kade Lucifer,
Especially since they're
a
going that
spin
direction.
on that could certainly be like their quote unquote ability, right? Like what if there's like a thing where it's like you have to shine the light in their face at a certain point or something like that, you know, like that could be an interesting. God, I don't know how you would make that a game, Deuce.
That would be a challenge. Because we've seen the defense. They're ruthless.
They're ruthless.
They won't stop. They just keep pressing and pressing and... Oh, now they're doing other things that I nearly said out loud, but that would be a spoiler.
And they're gay, and they're gay, and they're gay.
A married in red style AA game. Ooh.
See, to me, that's the Von Karma investigations.
Well, that would be the Von Karma because you're being underhandedly evil.
Exactly. That's
Ooh,
literally...
Wait.
Like
you know what would be interesting?
Uh-huh.
If there were gameplay elements where you had to make your fabricated evidence.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
So you go into, like, you know the screen where, you, like, 3D it and you could spin the object around and zoom in on it? You use that to tamper with the evidence. Like, oh, a little blood spot here. Oh, we ripped the paper here. Scribble out this thing here. I mean, obviously better than that, but...
No, I love that pastry puff.
That would be really
But specifically as the Von Karma, because then you have Von Karma, you have Gant, you have the other character that you meet in Investigations 2. Grossberg, of course, is an interesting one. You know, they had the old bag, like, very interesting, bad, you know, all of that stuff you could have. And it's just, because then you're also, like, because then it's more the opposite.
That's the final level, Bass. That's the final level.
But then the testimony thing is the opposite.
If you played
they're
through
pressing
all of
you
previous cases,
and
then it ended with Gregory's murder.
Yeah, exactly. So then I don't know how you would do that with What Happens in Investigation 2. You could be in the court for that one, where you're actually in court, unlike how the other games you're not in court.
I don't think you'd be in court once for that kind of game. I think it's all about... Well, maybe you could be in court.
But the only thing we don't know...
If you're manipulating the evidence, then the court sections would be backing up your bullshit claims.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that...
That would be where the difficulty in the gameplay comes in.
Is that I think it would be hard to do the case that caused Gregory Edgeworth to get shot.
Perhaps.
Because of the other stuff, like you just mentioned in the by DM. I'm not big-brained enough for this, Bass. I'm trying to be vague.
I could certainly imagine Redacted as the weird girl. Yes.
2-4.
I think I know who you're talking
2-4
about.
person.
Maybe.
Which one's 2-4?
I 2-4.
Is that where we meet? I Love Chocolate? That's the character I'm gonna call it. Is that where we meet? I Love Chocolate? The big one. Yeah. Okay.
I Love Chocolate.
I'm sorry. It's I Always Hated Chocolate. That's the character. Ooh.
Oh.
Look
okay,
at Scarlet.
Okay. I'm like, I don't remember a character obsessed with chocolate. Ace Attorney has had some weird quirks, but that has yet to be one of them.
Okay. Yes. No, he wouldn't be... That wouldn't be the weird girl, though. I want to meet... We name drop somebody that would be the weird girl. Because remember... The dynamic wouldn't work. Because that person wouldn't be under... Yeah, Chainsmoker wouldn't be
that person
under...
wouldn't be under...
Von Karma. So that couldn't be a weird girl relationship. It would be the other way around, but I don't want to play investigations as a chain smoker. It's terrible. I think that weird girl would be the person that is name dropped in 2-4, but never ever seen. It'll be great because you'll it's people that were using things that you'll only know when you watch our playthrough of it, right? They're not like in-game things, so it's funny. Yeah, Bath. Yeah. Which has a hilarious name. Are they name dropped in 2-3? I know they're name dropped in. Is it? Oh, I'm blanking. No. You're right. It's 2-3. It's 2-3. It's 2-3. It's 2-3. It's 2-3. Cinderella Boy. Yes.
No, not
2-3.
that one.
You're right. 2-3. 2-3. You're right. I'm stupid. We were talking about flashback cakes always being number 4, and we've already broken that rule like 8 times. Yeah, exactly. That one.
Yeah.
I would love to see them be your weird girl, get a design, because that leads up to that. And then other characters are not on your side, because some of them are and some of them aren't. Like, Gant's corrupt, right? But he's not corrupt immediately. Remember, he kind of went down a path.
Comes around to being corrupt.
So maybe at the beginning we're also against Gant as well, but then he like recognizes, right?
And then eventually he falls down the slope.
Yeah, that'd be good too, but like we could span the gambit like that. No, she'd be detecting. Because that's how she started. Yeah. She was a detective with Gant.
That was her job.
I'll take a chip and eat it. Yeah. Well, it would be
I mean, Emma was our weird girl.
Yeah, Emma was our weird girl.
In Rise from the Ashes. She got her honorary weird girl moment.
Oh, I think Bass means Lana.
Oh.
No, because it would be Lana would be under Gant, but not right away. Because it all depends on how old. Because, like, Von Karma's like 65. And so is Gant when we meet them. They're like 65 and 65. Right? Where Lana's only like 20-something. So.
Yeah, that.
A really
she's in the
early
right
one.
Age bracket to be a weird girl. But she's detective.
I don't know when she became a detective. Oh, Jake Marshall would be fun to see.
We would love to see more Jake Marshall.
And Neil.
That would be lovely. We would get a live Neil!
See, it really depends on how far back we're going or not. And I know that the cases sometimes tie into each other, but I kind of would prefer like something pretty
Gant
far back.
Was corrupted, that would be pretty far back. Ooh, Angel Star as detective too. There's potential there.
Because, okay, the time between...
That would be interesting if we had multiple detectives. Like, we had a whole unit.
The problem is the format. I don't think you could do the Rise from the Ashes case. Because if Von Karma...
Not so much the Rise from the Ashes case, it would be the Rise from the Ashes cast.
Yeah. The problem... Okay, you gotta think about this in a very specific way. The format of investigations is you follow a prosecutor who is going through their things. Now, we're slightly turning it on his head in the fact that we're a prosecutor that is getting the guy, quote unquote, right, the villain, by forging the evidence, right? So you can't tie it in with cases that prosecutor didn't do that for. while Von Karma would be in existence and still a prosecutor for the Joe Dark case, Neil was the one prosecuting it. So Von Karma wouldn't have had anything to do with it. And because Neil is the one that has Jake Marshall and Angel Starr and fucking white toast guy that I'm blanking on the name of, Goodman, as his detectives,
white toast guy.
that wouldn't work. No. We're talking about a Manfred von Karma one. But why would it be? Those are Neil's detectives. And then if we don't go back far enough, Gant is police chief. You know, so we need to go back further than that. And if we don't go back far enough, you know, what's his name is chief prosecutor as well. See, when did that happen? Oh no, he's chairman. He was chief prosecutor, so we can't have Lana be chief prosecutor yet. So it's like a whole, like, we need to go back far enough where we don't fuck it up. I think I want like 20-year-old Von Karma.
I'm gonna derail this just a bit by saying, Allie, I checked the sketchbook and she looks so good. I love how Scarlet came out.
Yeah, today Lucifer, I just read your thing and streamed, and yeah, that would be rough.
That would be rough. I don't think my heart could take it. Oh, geez. You can't hurt me like that. That's just too cruel.
Allie, I'm gonna give you some really good advice. Because I read your thing. I only just saw the thing. I read the thing. And my advice for you with the comic stuff, all right? Because we've done a lot of Ace Attorney talking. Let's go back to we don't have to actually stop. I'm just making a joke. But the one I voiced in 2-2.
Oh, I know the one. I know. Fox Scarf Lady.
Oh, yeah, I think that'd be fine. I think that makes sense. She's older too, if I remember correctly. Actually, I don't know. She might only be 30.
I thought she was on the younger side.
She's 37 when we meet her.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew she was older. Because we had that whole conversation where all women can't be 30, and then we, like, listed we listed, like, a bunch of characters that were 30.
Oh, right,
that were in their 30s. Right. I think she can be in one of the later cases. Definitely. I think that's a possibility.
That's not impossible. It can happen.
What was she anything before her job where we meet her? I don't think she was anything else first. So that might not work just the way that it is. Like, I'm really thinking it's the main contenders of it's Grossberg, it's Gant, it's Manfred, it's Chainsmoker, and a throw-in of young old bag would be funny. Bad, right? And I think those are all like and young judge, where he actually gets a different design. I think that's and then the character I mentioned that only got name dropped and didn't have a design, because I think that would be interesting. Oh, how old is Bad younger than I think he is? Bad might be younger than I think he is. Oh no.
I don't.
No, he's right. So how long is? Are we real? The AA14. How far back is that from the timeline? 7 years or 9 years? I think it's 9 years ago.
No. I always go right in the middle.
I think it's 9 years ago. Thinged and streamed. I need to give Allie this advice.
Do it, Ori. It's
Ah.
comic and chill.
Okay,
Give the
I think
comic
she could
advice.
show up then. I think she could show up then.
Oh, okay. Okay, Enthuse. So it's not outside the realm of possibility.
I
think it could
because I'm
happen.
trying to remember how old that other character is. Or was it? No, if Edgeworth is 21 as Bratworth, right? So current Edgeworth was like 26. I mean, that's like 4 years, 5 years. Yeah, it's really hard. It's really tough. All right, no, let me give Allie the advice I meant to give. Allie. The best way to
Listen
deal
up.
with the character issues that you have with your brain, okay? Because I feel it. I get it, okay? And the methods that you want to do, you design a character, okay? And you get it to a point where you like it, but don't go crazy, right? You're starting to get into the weeds, okay? Because you keep fiddling, and it's not a terrible thing. But if you keep fiddling without purpose, then you never end up on something, right? Yeah, brain is very mean. Okay, so you settle, and by settle I mean like settle, like you accept it. Okay,
Yeah.
Like you get to a point, you say it's done. This is it. You then
You
draw
accept
that
things as they
character
are.
doing shit that character would do with referencing the design. Okay, and again, you don't need to have like a full reference thing. You just need to have, I drew this character once and I like that enough. Great. Then draw that character like, how would they drink tea? How would they, fucking do whatever? Do it with reference. And then do it without reference. Do it without reference a lot. Just draw them without reference. Because what that's gonna do is that's gonna get you to what I call what your hand wanted. And that is any designs, any details that were erroneous but not plot relevant. Obviously, if they have like a plot specific thing, you need to remember it. But like, if they just have bits and baubles and you keep forgetting them, then they're not meant to be. If you end up drawing the hair a slightly different way, but you fall into drawing the hair that way, that's how the hair is meant to be, right? Like, you can see the settle.
Brain can be very mean, Allie,
of-
and that's why you gotta ignore it sometimes.
I think the best example is you can see the settle on Hotsun, right? What Hotsun settled into is
he used to have so many more details.
so many details, but also just like the way I draw his hair, right? The shape of his face and his eyes. Like, it settled different. Not exceptionally different, but the consistency I drew Hotsun at the beginning is different than the consistency I draw Hotsun in now, into what he settled into what I want to draw, like my hand naturally draws Hotsun as. And I did that with Avrit and everybody. I specifically made a point to do that. Because if you don't do that, you will do it during the comic, which isn't a bad thing. Like, webcomics get a lot more leeway, I would say, solely because they are expected to be long-term things that you're releasing over time instead of like putting in a lot of effort at once to make a comic right away.
Yeah.
A
little different.
But
there.
I am a high advocate for settling, because it really ends up with a result that is what I think is gonna make you the most happy. And the reason I say that is because it's natural now, right? That's what you wanted deep down, is this way. That's the vibe that felt right. I hope that makes any sense at all. But you can watch, I did a bunch of videos that I literally call like style settling, streams. I did streams for Axis and Avrit and Saiga, and I'm going to have to do it for Perry and Onyx and Andy and all of that.
Yep.
And
That's her, all of them.
yeah, everybody.
Lots of new characters coming up.
Now, I don't do it as much as I would recommend if you want to make sure that when you start your comic, you're fairly consistent. But you can really see how, because it's something beyond style.
I think it's also okay to be a little inconsistent when you're first starting out, because your art is going to change as the comic goes on. That's just from doing it over and over, from the hours of practice.
Let's see if I can find that
it's gonna
real
change.
fast. Let's see if I can find something real quick.
Ooh, a new Marty pick? Oh my gosh. He looks like such a teddy bear.
Oh my goodness, hold on.
So cute.
Oh my god. Literal
I
teddy
gotta say,
bear.
whenever you guys share your pets in the pet cafe, it makes my day. It really does. I love seeing y'all's pets. Let's see. Oh, did I never write this scene? Oops. Guess I should fix that.
Alright, let me see. Short. I gotta have this. Is it that old? Ooh, did I not post it on YouTube? Oh no, I
Is
did.
it TikTok?
Okay, here it is. We can mute it though. Bring this over here. Alright. Here we go. So I did this short a while ago. This was after, I think, the first year of posting the comic. Okay, so actually a lot of these I drew long before. Ooh. Fingerless glove sleeve things, Flair. Like the long ones. Arm warmers. You gotta know what I'm talking about. That's my vote. That feels ace as fuck. I would have those. No, not the opposite, Bess. I said fingerless.
No! Oh, jeez. No! You have asexual yarn flare.
Allie.
What do you want to make?
This is just, again, so this is more than 1 year of drawing the comic, but this is 1 year of posting the comic. Look how the characters, quote unquote, settle. And again, this is 2023, so man, I should do this and add all of them, but crazy stuff. Ready?
You really should. It'd be amazing.
Wild.
I love seeing the growth. Ah, she looks so different.
Crazy.
And I know we say this all the time on here, but people will not mind that your style needs to settle.
I'm gonna tell you, they don't notice as much as you think. As a
really
person that reads
really
webcomics.
The frog in the boiling pot. You really don't notice until you're like 50, 100 chapters in, and it's like, oh, huh, that looks different.
Yes, they all do get older.
They did. I always told Ori they went from boys to men.
Yes.
I was like, before Milano was a 15-year-old, now he's a man.
Yeah, exactly, Canadian Lucifer. You do not notice until you go back, because the two comics I love with artists that I love and artists that in my head have very consistent styles, okay? I love Cast Off by the Starfish Face, and I love Comic Aurora by Red from OSP. Both really high recommends, definitely big inspirations. I would sit here and tell you, man, their styles are nice and simple, and so they're very consistent. You go back to their first episodes, so different. crazy different. Like, holy shit.
And this is over the course of years
yeah,
of them working
you're
on the comic.
gonna change and grow.
I think the Starfish Face has been releasing hers for
10 years now. Yeah, 10 years now.
Yeah, 10 years.
So it really is one of those,
crazy.
like, it hits you. You know,
it
like,
really
it really
is the slow burn.
Like, it slowly changes, you don't realize it, and then it just comes out of nowhere. Oh my god, Pastry Puff. I need that so bad. God.
That would be really funny.
I'm trying to think of, like, any... You could do it with just, like, a mystery novel. I don't have they done... I don't think they've done a mystery novel. I'm surprised they haven't done a mystery novel. That's gotta happen.
They haven't done a mystery novel? I thought that would be season 2.
No. I'm sitting here. I don't... Pastry Puff read it more recently than me, the whole thing, but I don't think they've done a single mystery novel.
Interesting. That's gotta be a genre they tackle.
Yeah, but that was not... I wouldn't have counted that. I'm talking like Nancy Drew type shit, like Sherlock type shit, right? Like, I'm talking like detective novel. I'm so glad, Allie. Allie, I really cannot stress enough. You just gotta bite the bullet and move on. Like that is the biggest thing that making comics has taught me, is you just gotta say fuck it and let it be. And sometimes you can give yourself as like a little treat, a little redraw of one small thing. But we're talking as, like, the gummy bear at the end of the textbook chapter. You know what I'm saying? Like... Such a weird analogy, but I hope we get it. Well, but pastry... But that could tie into the sort of thing that happened in the Halloween special one. In the way where the problem, where knowing it is a problem for the book. Yeah. Yeah, chuck it into the fuck it bucket. 100%. But like, Allie,
into the fuck it bucket.
I cannot tell you how many times that I've sat down, bless you, Mars, and went, you know, tried to do something on a page, on a panel, and looked at it and been like, I don't really like this, but I really... Redrawing it is not going to give me any dopamine, basically, is the, like, you know, redrawing it is not going to be fun. I would rather draw more of the other boys and just try to be better on the next ones. And then sometimes, when I get it back from Mars, after a while, and I get to look at it, you know, later with fresh eyes, I'm like, oh, this is terrible, but I'm, like, down to try again. Right, like, I'm down to try again. But you really have to, like, I gotta, okay. These are old pulls. I don't think I'll find them. There was a point, I, like, would send on, like, early ones. We're talking, like, super early ones that we had, like, finally come back to before we were posting. And
that could be a stylistic choice, Canadian Lucifer. If you pick and choose what you're coloring versus what's uncolored, you could work that into how you convey your story.
I don't think it would be... I think... Okay. This is a very specific way you have to think about things. And the way is, like, how quote-unquote marketable do you care about it being? And what I mean by that is that to get the most amount of people reading something, the quote-unquote easiest, you need to have the lowest barrier of entry, and that means as consistent as possible, right? So, and that can mean that, like, you have a specific reasoning, like Mars was saying, as to why certain times it is colored or not. Like I was reading a comic that's about there is no color in the world, the rich people buy color, and so that uses color in a very specific way, right? That is still consistent, even if sometimes it's color, sometimes it's not. Why and when it is color and not. I want to do this a lot in our next comic. I have some big ideas for certain color-related things I want to do with that.
I think that would be hella fun. So on board.
But you can also say, fuck it, I'm doing it for me, and anybody who's along for the ride is along for the ride. And that
it's
will,
funny
and
that
what
Ori and I have a mix of that.
So we have a mix of that, and I'll explain our ideal a little more, because we're kind of in the middle, but we're in the middle for the still fuck it, it's ours, and we want to have it this way. Like that is still, I would say, the predominant thing. We just align with a lot of the, like, this is more quote unquote marketable. But what I mean by that is that is going to get basically what we have. Very people, like, you know, literally you guys, not like you guys, literally you guys, who are pretty invested in our characters, right? Like, you guys are making theories, you, like, know who we're talking about, you know, like we've made this community around these characters. It's not a massive thing. Probably never will be. Kind of don't want it to be that big. But the people that we do have really like it, right? So when you have a comic that you make for you, it's the main method then after that is reach. Cause that's really what it boils down to. I gotta tell you guys. Oh, making your OCs be liked on the internet is tough. Because there's so many. And there's so many to love.
It is.
And I will say our biggest thing is probably the dubs, which I need to do again.
We'll find a way to fit those in one day. I'm sure. Maybe.
But all I'm saying, Canadian Elizabeth, is weigh what you want, because you could be kind of all over crazy as long as it makes relative sense, and the people who really like what you're making are gonna be there for it, right? But if you want it to have like a decent audience, see, okay, Allie, there's. We already talked about
very interesting word when it comes to this.
Literally,
and it's really funny because Starfish Face actually just did a video on this topic.
She did. But Allie, literally what we talked about before, you kidnap your brother and you make him do some lines and you dub the comic.
Yep.
Literally, easiest thing.
Give your characters a voice. Honestly, because, and I'm gonna say this here, Webtoon realized that and started doing voiced commercials for their popular comics. They started realizing, hey, if we put some voice actors to this, people will be interested.
Yeah. Exactly. And that has been our biggest, every time I post a dub, that has always gotten us, like, actually people coming to read the comic. That is probably our biggest quote-unquote marketing success. The other things to do is stuff that people will engage with.
Stuff that gives insight into the characters.
So mini comics.
Like the
literally
mini comics. Posting about like the inspirations behind them can also create engagement.
The memes.
Oh, memes
stuff. It has to be stuff that somebody might stop to engage with,
use a
just
popular soundbite that's going around in the reels. You might try that.
Well, see, the difference is, and I think this is very an important thing. Things like mini comics and comic dubs and memes are stuff that will make a person stop because of the thing that it is. And then especially with the dubs and the mini comics are more likely to now have an idea of what your character, your storytelling, all of that is like.
Oh, definitely.
And then
it's like if you're
look
putting
into
this
it
character
more.
to a meme, what does
because,
that say about the character? Now they have a little bit of an idea.
Yeah, trailers having some voice acting. It's always very... It's just one of those, like,
It paints a picture for the audience before they commit.
Yeah, it does do that. It's also like, my brain died again. Oh, there's a goop on my thing.
Oh, no. Ew.
The idea is you have to make stuff that make people want to stop, that make people accidentally engage with the character so much that they're like, oh shit, I want more of this guy. Right, like I want more of this thing. Because that's the main thing. Right. Man, I see tons of OCs and tons of the viral sound stuff, and they're great. And I love them, and I like them, and, you know, I follow artists because of them. But I'm gonna be honest, very few times has it turned me into a reader of their webcomic if they have one. And that's not because of anything they're doing, except none of it's related to their storytelling. If that makes sense. I think the reason that the dub does so well is it literally is a snippet of the story. So it gets people hooked, and because it's in a shorts format, they passively stumble across it. Right? I think that's literally why it is, quote unquote, our best seller, for lack of a better term. Because it really is, they stumble across. Seeing a character with a, like not even a viral sound, but just with like a sound cut from something else might give somebody insight into that character, and some people may like that insight with your design so much that they go and they look at it. But, like, I think about it, did we get engagement?
Not a perfect science.
Did we get people following the webcomic because of that Milano fee-fi-fo-fum animation I did? Yes.
No, but we got a lot of How to Train Your Dragon fans.
Yeah. Did we, though? Yes, it did increase. But the ratio was actually less than of the increases we get when I do a dub. Because when I do a dub, even if we only get 1,000 and some views, we do get of like 1 or 2, you know, webcomic follows from that. When my thing got over 500,000, my animation got over 500,000 views, I think I only got 20. So, like, originally it's like 1 every 1,000 people.
Do it, Willow.
Yeah, why not?
That'll get people's attention.
But originally it's 1 every 1,000 people versus, I don't even know the math, but way fucking less than that. By a lot. It's too late to do math.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It is too late to do math. But we know that the math is mathing.
And also,
We do
I
know
will
that
say,
it checks out.
I don't think you have to be a great voice actor to do the, like, quote-unquote budget work for promoting your thing. You just have to be...
Some of the webtoon voiceovers, I'm like, really? That's what we went with? Okay.
You just have to be an
It doesn't have to
okay
be
voice
perfect.
actor.
It doesn't have to be amazing. As long as you put some heart and passion behind the lines, you'll be fine.
I see, Baz. Haha. This is why I'm glad that Dylan voices Milano and I voice Ferrix.
I got one little guy. I got Sinnit.
Am I doing this?
My boy with an eye.
Yeah, I'll do this.
Do it.
It might actually be easier for me at this point.
Their name anagrams to male.
No. Male, no, is one.
Male, no.
Hey, I have since made Milano actually more masculine, according to Dylan, so worked out.
As
So by time we see him again, there'll be no questions.
he's gonna be very masculine. Still a pretty boy, but mask.
Of course, Allie.
No,
All of
it won't
my-
be a bulge bass.
I am... oh my god. Damn. Alright. All of my advice is just experience-based. I'm always
We are
happy to
very
give
self-taught
experience-based
like none of this comes
advice. I have
from, none
technically
of this comes from,
taken
like, learned
one
knowledge.
comic-related
It's mostly
class.
experience.
And that is it. Make more memes, BRB. You're so speedy with the memes, Canadian Lucifer.
You really are Canadian Lucifer. I was actually super excited when Ori came to me today. I was like, "All right, Mars, time to order another one. Who's gonna be in the grip?" I'm like,
Blame one of those
never
fucking
not average.
scam commission things.
Scam commission.
Yeah, every once in a while you get people like on Tumblr or whatever being like, "Do you take commissions? DM me if so." And they always turn up to do like a scam of some sort.
Oh.
People aren't doing it that way.
I
But just
I
in
just
case,
assume don't engage with those because
well,
9 times out of 10 they are a scam.
so I do it just in case there's somebody who's just a little awkward and doesn't know, you know, first time commission and whatever. I respond with my VGen because it's like if they're gonna, haha, yeah, just in case mentioned.
Well, if they're gonna do it, they have to like do it officially.
Well, then they go through that, and then even if it's like, oh, I wanted something besides what's on your VGen or something, at least it's like, oh, like you're actually engaging now. Versus 90% of the time they just would move on.
They just dip.
So I had to go to my VGen, and I saw that Canadian Lucifer had added that as a service, and I went, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. VGen is dangerous to me. I will admit, I am still really selective on stuff that I'm like, I could just do this myself. Mars and I were thinking about commissioning music.
Your wallet will thank you.
Oh, yeah, but my time won't. And
That's the trick. You
Mars
gotta
and I
find the balance
certainly
between the two.
want to commission music for Constellations / the Folding Planets, you know, thing that we're doing, the stream upgrade stuff. But then I remembered I could get GarageBand for free on my iPad, and I went, let me see if I can do something first. I'm gonna see what I can do, because then, you know, my
Fiddle around.
Oh,
You would be surprised how much being cheap
it
has
can be
just
Canadian
forced us
Lucifer.
to learn new skills.
Thankfully, well, I mean, not like I didn't use GarageBand back in the fucking day. Holy shit, man.
Oh,
GarageBand
yeah.
fiend.
We had a music class where we had to compose something together.
Allie, I really am. If I had no job, if I had the quote unquote like lifestyle of a Renaissance man, I would have so much shit done.
Life would be
like
fabulous.
holy fuck. Because I gotta say, there are people in this world that have no ambition. And I do no desires, no dreams, them having the lifestyle of a Renaissance man would do nothing with it. They would do nothing.
They would
do nothing
squander
with
it.
it. However, me, holy shit, would I do so much fucking stuff. My God.
God, could you imagine all the stuff? Like, the cosplays, the sewing, the writing, the arting.
Imagine if I never
the
had to
reading.
cook food, do my own laundry, do the dishes, any housekeeping related things ever, any errands at all. I would be free to be eccentric and wild.
I wouldn't want to get rid of all the errands. Let me have my farmers markets. I do want my
That's
little
not really an
farmers
errand,
market.
is it? That's an event.
Depends. Yeah, I guess.
To me, that's an
Depends on how you
outing.
treat them.
An errand is I need to eat food. I have to go to the grocery store. Yeah, an outing. You know, to me, that's an errand. To me, an errand is I have to go, you know, mail this letter. Right. Like, the only way to do that is to go to the post office. Right? Like, that's an errand. A forced outing. Yes, so easily.
There has to be polymaths.
So easily.
Yep. Perhaps one day when we are retired.
No, I'm doing it now. I learned Live 2D. I learned a bunch of I'm gonna do GarageBand shit. I'm excited for the GarageBand shit. I just haven't gotten there.
I will say I'm excited that I'm getting back into writing. It really does take the right series just finding me and unlocking everything. And then also like learning how to knit, learning how to cosplay and do a little bit more with that.
Yeah, guys, I knit.
It's nice.
I knit an
It's
octopus
slow-going,
for Dylan.
but it's nice.
I crochet. So, origami, obviously.
So
if you didn't know.
It would be ace polymaths then.
Ori has a long standing with origami.
Oh, Ori has always been very creative. I still have those origami puppy dogs you made for me.
Yep.
From middle school. They still sit on my dresser.
I think Dylan still has the dollar bill heart. And those are all up here. I did not explicitly fold 1,000 paper cranes. If I'm being honest, Bass, I learned the crane, and while that's one that's still in there, easy can do, my origami journey started with frogs. And I find the crane rather mid.
Frogs.
I will say, my absolute favorite thing, and I should really look if there's more, is storytelling origami. I only know
origami
two.
is so cool. I don't know if this is along the line of what you're thinking, but something really interesting. I got a book last year. It was called...
I did not.
The name. I think it's called Water Moon? Is it Water Moon or Paper Moon? I gotta look it up. I always mess up the title of this book, but it was really good. Was it Water Moon? It was Water Moon. Oh, I got it correct this time. Nice. And origami was not a big theme throughout the book, but it did play a role at one point. And one of the really cool things that it did was it gave you the book jacket, but then it gave you instructions for turning the book jacket into a little origami paper boat. And you fold it in such a way that the characters on the front cover are now positioned that they look like they're sitting in the little boat. So
well, that's lovely.
Well, I think I've just found a new marketing technique for books. Just do that and I will buy my own version so I can make my own origami.
I am aware of Okami.
But that was such a creative idea.
I never
love
played
Okami. I love Okami.
But no,
I still need to
storytelling
read it.
origami.
But I love it. That soundtrack is amazing.
Storytelling origami is where the folds that you do are done in an order and told in a way that makes a story, and then the result is also related to the story. I
That's
only
very
know
cool.
2.
Nope, Bass, I remember Okamiden. That was a good game. That one I only watched a Let's Play of. I never played that one myself.
But
When
man,
is
are
that
they
sequel
ingrained in
coming
my
out?
head how
I
to
need
do
it.
those.
I need it. Please.
Oh,
You did play it? Nice, Bass.
I'm blanking on one of the 2. But I
It's
know
so
the Mount
clever.
Fuji one.
It really fits the whole, like, you're playing as a puppy now. You are a child. Here's a crown instead of ink. It was so cute. If I do remember correctly, though, the ending of that game is a bit of a gut punch. It has been a while since I watched that Let's Play, but I'm pretty sure the ending was a punch to the gut. I am remembering correctly. Okay.
Best.
There's
Hell
no chance
yeah!
I'm thinking of another game. Living for the angst. Nice, Bass. Nice.
Oh, Mars.
Yes.
So I have finished I Hear the Sunspot.
Okay.
Do I read what's it called? Because you gave me another book last year that I had forgotten to bring to North Carolina on vacation, but that I also wouldn't have had time to read it. Hold on.
Fair enough. Is it Into the Neverwood? No.
Yes.
Lost in the Neverwood?
Yes. Do I start that?
Yes.
Or do I start
Or
Heavenly Tyrant?
do Neverland first.
Okay.
Do Neverwood first. That one is a Peter Pan psychological horror thriller.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the twists and turns it takes are really thought-provoking. It adds more to the Peter Pan lore. And they also do something at the end of the story that I really respect the author for.
Oh, okay. My other question for you
I think you're
then,
gonna find it very intriguing.
did you have any interest in the other one? It looks like they have Cemetery Boys.
I have been sitting on that one for a while. That's been in my to-read list. I just
I
haven't
see.
gotten to the library to pick it up.
I see.
I
see.
think I have the other one.
What's
I
that?
think I have the Sunbringer. Unless that's a different author.
I don't
I'm trying
know.
to
It was
remember.
just on the back of the book, and it just reminds me of like the Hardy Boys. It just gives me detective vibes. I love detectives.
No, Cemetery Boys is great from what I hear. It has trans rep. It has, I think off the top of my head, it's Latino rep.
Nice,
it
nice.
sounds so good. It sounds
What was
so
that comic
good,
I
and it's
just
gotten
sent
some
you?
accolades.
What was that BL I sent you on Instagram?
Oh, the one with the mob boss?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the name? I can find it. Hang on.
I might see if that's on
You
bookshop.org.
sent it.
Right?
Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. That's the one. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes.
Because if it's on there, I might grab it.
If you do, if you finish it, can I lend it?
Of course.
Can I borrow it? Lovely.
It is! Oh,
Nice!
hell yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Hashtag not spawn, but bookshop.org is fantastic. I actually went on there the other day, and they already have the pre-order for the Gachiakuta dumpster set, and I'm like, what? So bad. I will probably get it. I'm just gonna wait a couple paychecks. Happy endings are a lot harder to write. They can be tough, Bass. I find one of the things I struggle with is figuring out how to end a story. Because, like, in my head, I'm just kind of like, well, I could keep typing. There's more to explore here. Like, it's not gonna end. But it's like, no, it has to end eventually. So sometimes I feel like my endings either cut off abruptly or they're too cheesy or just kind of like, all right, that was the end. Clearly the middle was the better part. The middle is why you come here. I think the compromise there, you could go for a bittersweet ending. That's kind of what I did in one of my more recent fics. Sweet is usually a happy compromise between the two.
Okay, what is backordered?
Oh, backorder means it's out of stock, but they'll order it when they get.
Well, it's a lie because
so you might have to wait a little bit.
It's my pre-ordered Aurora volume, so I don't know why it's under backordered, but okay.
Oh, hey, how'd that get backordered? Did mine get backordered? Because I ordered that too.
Oh shit! Wait, what?
I think he dreams up ways to torture his readers.
Oh shit!
I don't know. When was the last book he published? What's oh shit?
The last Adventure Zone should have come out. It came out the 18th. It shipped.
Oh, did I Wait, did I pre-order that?
I pre-ordered it.
I feel like I pre-ordered that. Shoot, I gotta check.
Oh my god!
I gotta check.
It's probably going to my parents' house. But holy crap! I didn't even remember that. Wow.
Woo!
Ooh, excite.
Little treat.
Little treat.
Piece of candy, piece of candy, piece of candy.
Hell yeah.
Let me see. Is this my password? Please log me in.
Alright.
Okay. Where are my orders? Holy crap, that's a lot of orders. Oh yeah, I do have something back ordered.
I
What's
feel
this?
that, Ellie. But I also remind myself that I'd rather them
my
end...
back order is volume 2 of To the Stars and Back. Interesting. Oh, this one's back ordered too. Oh. Castle Swimmer. Okay. And this one also got back ordered.
Yeah, but like my
Witch
comic...
Hat volume 14. But that's a pre-order.
That's what I was saying.
That's confusing. That's confusing.
It's okay. But,
Ooh, but the next Phantom Busters comes out in April.
yes. So does Aurora, too.
Ah! So excited.
I mean, it's not like I'm not cut up on Aurora. I will buy all the cast off
like
and all
having
the Aurora
physical
books.
versions.
Those are the two. I mean, I read it again. It's beautiful. The end.
I just like having physical books in my hands.
Whoa, what?
It's
Beth.
George R.R. Martin, the Game of Thrones creator.
Never
He's
read.
been AWOL for quite some time. Ori, I will say this: Game of Thrones is not your kind of story.
Oh no!
You will not like it. You would not like it.
I never thought
I
it
can say
would
that
be.
With
I will
200%
say
confident.
I enjoyed The Witcher. I certainly didn't need a bunch of things that happened in The Witcher. And I did not watch after it changed. I was here for Henry Cavill, and I didn't want it to be what's his name? Because Henry Cavill cared. Okay, Henry Cavill like season 3. Thank you. Henry Cavill likes The Witcher. And that's why he left, because creative differences, literally. He wanted it to be more like the original.
What a concept. The person working on the thing actually likes the thing they're working on.
Yeah, but and he knows about it, and he wanted it to be, it was like season 4, they were going in like a different direction that was not, you know, like the original, and he wanted it to be more like the original, and I 100% respect that, and so I stopped. Though I love Yasker. I love Yasker, and Joey plays him so well. But yeah, it was nice. It was fine. It was a good
At
time.
least you can end on a high note.
I enjoyed.
Lovely.
Oh, I did see for Clara and the Below a concept art that did involve her holding the Nutcracker.
I saw it too, and he looks creepy.
In the perfect way, though. I'm very curious if he's always the toy or not, because it depends on how you do it, right? But I will say...
It would be very interesting if he had a toy form and then a more, like, humanoid form.
Incredibly accurate portrayal of the Nutcracker. So
it's looking very promising.
I'm very curious if he gets a human form, because so in the original story, being the Nutcracker is a curse of being ugly, like without a joke. And so like the whole thing is that, oh, Clara, why do you love this ugly fucking doll? Right? Like he's so ugly. And that's like a big, you know, classic fairy tale shit of like the ugly people are evil and shit like that. And, you know, like all that sort of stuff. And it's literally, they're breaking the curse of effectively being ugly is like the theme of it. So of course, but because a lot of times like the Nutcracker and so technically in like Barbie, they get it quote unquote right where he's a Nutcracker the whole time and then it becomes a person. That's closer to the original. But the Nutcracker don't look that bad. In Clara and the Below, he does
recall any adaptation that makes him look conventionally unattractive.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they always
I'm gonna
make
be
him a
honest.
hottie. It's like the Phantom of the Opera. They cannot commit to an ugly
Yeah, exactly.
male lead.
No, literally, yes. But because of Clara and the Below being like a gothic horror thing, I kind of want him to be like a monster.
I think that would be so cool.
I kind of want him to have a non-toy form where he's like a fucking monster. I think that'd be really epic.
I am excited because Matt Bradley, right?
Yeah.
Bradley?
I think
No, I got it right the first time, right?
I've heard both. If I'm gonna be honest, I've heard both.
All right, the guy in charge of Amphibia. I am so excited to see what he can do when he's not being held back by the family-friendly Disney logo. I am ready to see him just unleash all that potential horror. Because, like, if you watched Amphibia, there were some scenes in there that pushed it.
I think
Like,
it's
they came
really,
really close. They pushed it as far as they could.
I think it's really funny that now
So now that
twice.
he's off the rails, I'm very excited.
I think it's really funny that twice now, animators left Disney to make horror animations.
Dana Terrace being the other one.
Yeah.
Specifically, Dana Terrace left to make commentary animation about
Horror
Disney and their
horror
corporate
commentary
greed.
animation.
Exactly, and it's great.
But I think it's really funny that it's like, all right, we did the kids show. I want to go ham now, please.
Yeah, let me off my leash now, please. I want to do what I want to do. Good for them. And the Knights of Guinevere art book. I don't think I'm going to get it, at least not right away. But gosh, it looks so good as an art book.
I
Like,
have
they
to
actually
be.
put the sketches in it. They didn't just put clips from the show in it, and I'm like, thank you, a real fucking art book.
I'm really at a point where I'm like, I'm just here for Japanese art books. A lot of Western art books don't hit in the same way.
That's why I'm
I have
which I'm pretty sure is
3
out.
Western art books, and I have 2 Japanese art books, and I love the 2 Japanese art books. I will be getting the Witch Hat art book 100.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Because I love the style so much. But when Outcast finally comes out as a physical copy, we're certainly doing an art book.
Oh, that's hella getting an art book. We certainly have enough art to fill a book, so I see no reason not
It
to.
gonna be a biggin'.
It's gonna be chunky.
But it's gonna be the Japanese style art book. Really important to me. So we'll probably have to find a bunch of different publisher, not a publisher, but like a printer to get the specific thing that I want.
Will the art book be edible?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Sadly, that's not something we could work in.
Makes sense you have the
very
Dragon Ball
cool,
one,
Mason.
Mason. I have Sasaki Miyano and Dungeon Meshi.
Let me see. I'm gonna roll away for a second.
And then my Western art books is I have Loish, I have Fifal, and then I have the Art of Ooh, because Adventure Time is a big deal for me. Not with that attitude. No. The big differences to me...
So those are all zines. The one art book I do have is the Spirited Away art book.
Is it Western style or Japanese style?
Good question. Let me see. What would you consider?
To me, a Western style art book is the art of blank. It has a lot of text, and is definitely a lot kind of technical. It gives a lot of technical vibes. It feels more behind the scenes than what I would consider an art book to be. It's more like a making of versus a Japanese.
That's what I love about it.
See, interesting. Versus to me, a Japanese art book is, it has a name. It has a title. Okay, it's not the art of blank. It has a title, and then it's like, while it has some of like the my process.
And I have the Link Cluck art book. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Literally
The
sitting
Link
right
Cluck
in
art
front
book.
of me. Doy.
It has more of like these are all the other art that the artist and the creator made for the characters, right? Like it's more of like here's a collection of all the art I ever made of the characters that exist in the universe that I created, and less of a focus on exactly how the product came to be, if that makes more sense.
I see.
Again, it's less behind the scenes and more a vault
I like seeing
opening.
the behind the scenes stuff because I'm fascinated by the creation of a project. So like when it gives me those extra details and it shows like, here's how we did the cell shading, here's the first original sketches, here's how the design changed over time, and then you have a little like excerpt of what the creator said next to it. I love that shit. I eat that shit up.
Well, I like the little notes and stuff, and then having like this is how the design changed. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't need
this one's a good example. This page is a good example.
I'm not here for like 8 different ways of like. It's like when it's a lot of text, and my whole point is like, for me, it's like, I have seen the thing, I've seen the art. You know, I don't want that to be the entire book. I like Daydream Hour.
Like, I don't want to see just screenshots from the show.
That's
boring.
Ryoko
I want to
Kui's
see concept art.
Daydream Hour, because it's literally just
this is so good.
Her having a good time with her characters.
Especially the initial sketches. Okay, I need to put this book away. I need to stream and be professional.
Yes, Mars, don't make me duck your pay more.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I forgot I had that puzzle. I guess I should clean out my bookshelf so I know what I actually have in here. Ooh, I've seen the cover art for Stars in Time, so that art book must be absolutely gorgeous pastry. Alright, for those of you, I'm going to put some of the excerpts from the Miyazaki art book into the couch. Peruse at thy leisure. And then I have the Link Click art book, which reveals to us that Lu
Which
Guang's
does
name
have
is
a name!
Question mark, question mark, which hurts! Ow! But those are the tidbits I'm looking for. Those are the little details I want.
See, I think Ryoko Kui with Dungeon Meshi does it perfectly. You have two. You have Daydream Hour, which is what I would consider an art book, and then you have the Adventurer's Bible, which is the lore book, which is what
that's like
you
more
want.
like a lore and guidebook.
Yeah, but that's what you want with this, like, oh, Lu Guang has his, question mark age and shit, you know?
You are correct. That is exactly what I want.
Like, I guess I don't, I'm panning through the Link Click art book.
I was the kid who preferred watching the making of on the DVD's bonus features than watching the movie itself. So that's where that comes from. I guess that's why I like my art books like that. I'm always fascinated by the making of
I'm definitely
something.
here for the second half of the
How
Link
did
Click
something
art book.
come to exist?
Like, the first half of the Link Click art book
I wonder if
is
this
very
is
much...
because of the difference in our mediums. Is that
Maybe.
because you art and you have an understanding of it, you don't need it explained to you, you have that familiarity. Whereas on the writing side of things, it's like, well, by reading how someone thinks about their process, like, I can gain something from that. Earlier today, I actually just finished another book. It was called Battle Royale that my cousins gave me for my birthday. Oh my god, I cannot believe they read this book. They should not have read this book. It is so not within their age bracket to read that book. It was interesting. I don't know if I would exactly say I enjoyed my time with it, but it left me with some thoughts afterwards. It certainly makes you think. And the part I enjoyed, maybe like it's in the top 5 of things I enjoyed about that book, was the author talking about their process in the afterward, just going into, yeah, this is what I was thinking during it. And what I found so fascinating about was it is a banned book, and there is a reason for that. And he goes into like, yeah, this is where this idea came from. I wasn't intentionally making it to call out this thing about government, but that's kind of just what ended up happening. I was like, huh, because you would swear that was the intention the entire time reading that book, but nope, he had an idea and he rolled with it, and it just so happened to feature some themes. I find that fascinating.
I wish I was a team of people.
I need a clone.
Yeah, but in like an ethical way where I'm like all of them at once.
Yeah.
Where we can't argue with each other.
That
It's
way
just
none of the clones
me
feel upset or feel like they're
doing
being forced to
stuff
do all the work
more.
and I get to do all the fun stuff.
It's just the equivalent of me having double the time.
That's really what's needed.
I was stupid. But that's okay.
Oh no. It's alright.
It's okay.
It worked out.
I can be unstupid for now.
No, we sadly can't duplicate ourselves. Unfortunately, believe me, if I could, these reports would be a lot easier to write.
Whoa, that was too big.
That's a thick shoelace.
No, the eraser was too big. It's gonna erase the whole thing.
If I could duplicate myself, though, I would definitely designate, okay, second Mars, you're going to work, you're gonna play with the kids, you're gonna have a good time, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna stay home and do all the writing.
I want to duplicate myself Shadow
then we
Clone
will
Jitsu
switch
style.
the next day, so it's fair.
I want to
'Cause I
duplicate
want my
myself
clone
Shadow
getting
Clone
jealous of
Jitsu
me.
style. That seems to be the most foolproof way. I get all of the knowledge of my clones when they absorb back into me. There's a time limit, there's a time limit, and that time limit is how long I can maintain it.
Well, that's another skill you'd have to work up to.
Yeah, but I don't need a bajillion copies of me like Naruto does. I just need a couple.
One.
And so, but then
Maybe
when they
two.
absorb back into me, I have
maybe
all of the
two, 'cause I
knowledge
need
that they all
another to do
gained.
all the goddamn laundry.
So,
Okay, I need 2 extra clones. I need 1 to do my job, and I need 1 to do all the chores.
yeah, that sounds like a good vibe.
And then the other gets to do all the fun stuff.
I know the Shadow Clone Jitsu.
Ooh,
God, I wish.
you know what? Maybe I need a 4th one.
Oh, see, Mars, this is how we spiral out of control.
No, I need a 4th one so I can travel too.
See, now you're aiming too high.
4 seems reasonable. I could control 4.
Jeez,
4.
guys,
It's
Mars is greedy. Jeez.
How many Marses does it take to change a light bulb? Well, that's
Apparently
Chore
4.
Mars's job. Nah, that's Chore Mars's job, so only 1. That's designated to Chore Mars. Work Mars focuses on that.
See, I
Travel
thought the
Mars
point
gets to focus
originally
on
was
that,
trading
and
off
Crafty
so that they
Mars
didn't
can
get
do all the
pissy
other
at
stuff.
you.
Yeah, but now you're saying that with Shadow Clone Jutsu, they all come back to you, and you get all the knowledge, and everything's fine, so I don't need to worry about that
Yeah,
anymore.
that's why Shadow Clone Jitsu is the only way to clone yourself.
Oh, Chore Mars will be fine, Allie. Pop some headphones on her head, put on a good playlist, and she'll be content. It's just the time. I don't mind chores, I just hate how long they take.
I don't mind some chores. Other chores, though, they can fuck right off. But most chores, it really is just the time.
Perish in a hole.
I hate washing dishes. I hate washing dishes so much.
Oh, washing dishes sucks.
I don't mind laundry. It just takes forever.
Vacuuming is okay.
I hate vacuuming. The noise
I
fucks
think I've
me.
just been very unlucky with the vacuums I've had over the years because it feels like they don't pick up anything.
I hate vacuuming. The noise is the worst noise in the world.
That one's not terrible. Dusting is okay because I actually like rearranging the stuff on my dressers and shelves every now and then. So I don't mind dusting. I kind of see that as an opportunity to redecorate, change it up.
Never mind. I only like 2 chores. Your listed chores I don't do, and that we don't do at my house because we have the housekeeper, but...
Well, grand for you. I still have to dust off my little figures every now and then. Nah, that's the fun part about dusting. I get to stare at my figures every now and then. And appreciate them and take care of them.
I'm down for... Again, if time is taking out of the equation, I don't mind cooking. I don't mind laundry.
Cleaning the bathroom can go die in a hole. I don't enjoy that.
I don't
that
mind
one's not.
unloading the dishwasher. If I have gloves, I will wash the dishes and load the dishwasher. Everything beyond that, despise. No.
Ooh, I see, Bass.
I'd make the bed. I'd make...
Making the bed can be done so quickly.
I'd make the
like,
bed.
That one doesn't even count.
I'd,
Make the bed, fold the laundry.
What's the other one?
Unload the dishwasher. Mopping's another
no.
one. Oh. Ori doesn't have this one, but I do. Kitty litter box.
Yep, nope. I refuse that one as well.
That one's
Watering the plants?
But
Yeah, watering the plants is
gosh
easy.
darn it, Misty is so cute. She deserves a clean litter box.
I specifically get only plants that are really easy to take care of. I'm not a houseplant girly in the way that some people are. Nuh-uh. I like having plants. I do have a good amount of plants.
I feel like when they start to die, your room becomes sad.
That's why I have only hardy plants.
They're pretty for all of maybe 2 to 3 weeks, and then they start to die, and it's like, well, now the room looks depressed.
I've told you how to avoid the problem, Mars.
I know you have. That was in the past. I am better now.
Okay.
Actually, mostly better because, like you said, we got hardy plants. Good night, Mason.
See, I would disagree with that exceptionally, Bass, because domesticated animals are at a point where we've made them need to be pets and that they actually enjoy being with people. Like, cats and dogs explicitly are like they desire to be around people. They choose. Yeah, PETA is a bitch, so we don't fuck with PETA.
Oh.
PETA should never be uttered in the animal rights equation ever at all because they fucking suck and they're terrible.
They are evil.
It's more like I'm trying to think of a good analogy. It's more close to people who are like cybersecurity people, and it's like my job is cybersecurity, and then so I don't trust cybersecurity at all. I have only like regular files, right? It's like I'm out here. I know that some plants can be really fucking horrible to take care of. Not horrible, just a lot of work. It's like bunnies are cute, but to properly take care of a bunny is a lot of work. Same with like a bird, right? Like you hear all these fun bird stories, but you have to be a bird person. And there are houseplant people, and if that's your hobby, great. But at a certain point it becomes your hobby, right? Everyone's like, oh, don't make it your personality. Some things, in order to have those things, have to be your personality, right?
Just a little bit.
Like when you have a pet bird, having a bird has to be a hobby, right? Like, same with like a bunny, right? Like they take a lot of care to care for properly, That's why you can be a dog person or a cat person. To properly care for your pet, you have to be significantly invested in them. So with plants, I love the way that houseplants look. They definitely give off a different vibe than fake plants, 100%. But I know for a fact that I am not somebody that wishes to... Yeah, and that's the way it should be, Bass. That happens a lot with rats and ferrets, I think, are the two big ones I know where you're not allowed to get just one. But, like, I know that some plants are fickle as fuck, and I just don't want to deal with that.
And in turn, we don't fuck with them.
And so I just have...
Let someone who wants to fuck with them.
Yeah, so I am not a houseplant girly, quote-unquote. I am just somebody that likes having houseplants.
Well, a cacti
Depends
is
on the
one of those
cacti.
hardy ones, Bass.
Depends on the cacti. Yeah,
It's a
Christmas
bit hardier.
cacti, fine. I have...
Oh, we got a Christmas cacti. She's still going strong.
I don't have a Christmas cacti. My mother has one that her mother threw away and my mother rescued, and it is going again, thank God, but holy fuck. I have a, which is hilarious to say, I have a snake plant, I have a jade, I have a spider plant, technically 2, and then I have one that I always forget the name of because it's not the plant that I think it is. I do prefer Ficus, yeah. My mother also has a peace lily that is like as old as I am, if not older. That thing's been going crazy. And then we have a plant that is mine. I just don't have a place to put it in my house. That's a bigger jade plant. That's from a plant from my grandmother's neighbor, where she lived before she moved in with my parents.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did not get plants to have like another pet, basically. And that's just my preference, you know? That's just how I want to interact. Ah, Chinese money plant. Those are pretty easy too. I always have to stop myself when going to the thing.
Considers it pointless.
Ha ha.
Ba-doom. Betty's on it with the jokes tonight.
He is. Yeah, whatever. Basil? Basil's not a bad one.
Speaking of plants, my mom is starting our little plant starters, so they'll be ready for the outdoors when it gets actually warm outside. We're gonna try again with the veggies this year. We actually had some luck with the lettuce, potatoes. Carrots were a little sad last year, but we're gonna try again.
Things, like root vegetables like carrots, you have to know when to, like, cut the flour off of them.
See, I don't think we did that last
Yeah,
year.
I would look into that because I know you have to do with garlic. You have to cut what will become the flour off of them in like June or something before you harvest them in July, because you need to force the plant to want to put effort into their other modes of reproduction.
Oh, to make the root grow further.
Yeah. Because what it is that a plant is gonna want to go to seed.
If my mom knew that.
Yeah. So a plant is...
They literally came out so tiny.
Yeah.
They were so puny.
So a plant is gonna want to go to seed.
That makes so much sense.
And so it's gonna want a flower to be pollinated and then go to seed. But the root, in the case of the carrot and the, you know, the bulb in the case of garlic and all this sort of stuff, is it's sort of quote unquote secondary method of reproduction. So you want to make it focus on its secondary method of reproduction by stopping its primary method of reproduction. So you have to look into...
I will take notes.
Yeah, because I know it's a big thing with garlic, is that I'm pretty sure it's at the beginning of June, you have to take the snipe off, the garlic snipe, which is a long, stringy thing that will become the garlic flower. And you can actually eat it and cook it like green onion. So that's really cool. And then, so by time you're ready to harvest the garlic in like the 4th of July, I think it is, it will have put more effort into the bulb instead of making a flower. Because it's all about...
It really is like making them bulk up at the gym.
No, it really is. You gotta it's all about, you know, resource management. That's why when you have fruit trees and things like that, a lot of times you'll actually remove flowers and, little fruits that would become fruits to lessen the load, because you want those remaining ones to have the most amount of energy put into them via the plant.
That makes sense. Very cool.
Yes, yes. So now you know.
Now you know how to grow your carrots and your garlic.
I'm assuming this also goes for things like potatoes and radishes and, anything where the under the ground portion of the plant.
The potatoes we had no problem with. We just...
Yeah, they're always pretty
put the
easy.
potato in and it kind of just took care of itself.
Potatoes are notoriously
not a hard vegetable to grow.
If you you won't get them all, you won't find them all, and then they'll just grow new potatoes.
Yep, that's what happened not last year, but the year before that. We've actually been growing our own potatoes for a while now.
They are too big,
and they've taken up residence.
Yeah,
they took up root, and they will spread.
I worked on a CSA farm as part of an internship, and they rotate crop as you're supposed to, but you could tell what field had potatoes last year because suddenly in whatever, I don't even remember what we were growing, but in that field suddenly it's like, there's a potato plant.
Sudden potato.
Yeah.
Surprise potato. Woohoo.
I always think it's so funny that potatoes and tomatoes are like best friends in the plant world.
They do. They get along.
And you can make a ketchup and fries plant.
Right, now I'm hungry. Thanks a lot.
Oh, sorry.
We do love us some surprise potatoes.
Gosh, it's Wednesday tomorrow, man. Whew.
It is. I'm actually back at the school tomorrow. One of them is still closed. Don't ask. But one of them is open. So I will just spend my entire day there.
Yeah, I do have to actually pretend like I'm going to work tomorrow, but I don't know if there's gonna be anything or not. We shall see.
I feel like there won't be, because nothing's really melted yet.
I would say a fair amount of ours melted, but they're not against having to dig through the snow. I mean, they already dig as their main job.
True.
So it's more just I
guess it's just an extra layer in the way.
In certain cases, yeah. It is supposed to continue to be warm this week though, so hopefully the snow will melt pretty fast.
Originally they had a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday more snow in the forecast, but now they took it out.
And thank God.
Mercy.
I thought it said it was going to be 40 or something tomorrow.
Although, wait, now I'm getting 90% snow tomorrow? What?
Yeah, I'm getting snow tomorrow, but it's supposed to be
starting
40
at 6
degrees.
a.m., but it should end. It should be okay.
And I think it's only 4 inches or something.
Yeah, that shouldn't be terrible. Maybe there's a delay. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, in the morning.
All I know is I have to administer a crap ton of evals and screeners, and I'm running out of time to get it done.
It looks like snow.
These meetings are coming up.
Snow mixed, rain mixed. And then it gets up to for me, it gets up to 40 degrees tomorrow. And then Saturday is also mid 40s. So we're staying pretty warm. And same with next week, it looks like. So at least it shouldn't stick around as long.
Well, next week is March, so...
Yeah, don't say words like this.
Spring.
Yeah, but not spring until the 21st, ma'am.
True.
But
true.
Yes, thank you all for coming.
Yes, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for joining us. I hope that all y'all enjoyed. And yeah, have a great hump day. We'll see you all
Yes.
Thursday.
At the halfway
For
mark of the week. Woohoo!
Making time. Probably gonna keep doing that spring swap just because it needs to be done and I'm not making any other time for it.
Honestly, I should get to work on my Ace Attorney bingo. I do have some ideas now, and I'm like, ooh.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
I know you guys all hold Ace Attorney to a high standard, so I'm nervy.
You'll be fine. They know what you do and do not know. Come on, Dylan can do it. They love Dylan shit.
I know.
Alright, guys.
I'm doing it.
We'll talk to you Thursday. Good night.
Talk to you then. Good night, everybody.